And what a shot from Kirika, taking that off the ceiling, underneath the ball, and straight down the middle.
Oh, there it is, out of the blue!
2 seconds left on the clock and the Joker finds something out of nothing!
Now, that pass from Shadow was immaculate, playing it straight down center. He just had to get a touch, and it's all he needed.
Sonic has a chance, it's an open net if he sees it. Looking for the shot downfield, goes into the corner, Kilogram! He gets the goal!
They're just in front of the net. Nuke barely keeps it out there, dies on the goal line. The long shot, it finds it through. Entity gonna pick it up.
It is time! Welcome to day 2 of playoffs, day 2 of 4. Tonight, it is Rivals. We will crown our rival Season 3 champion in a matter of a couple of hours. Stay tuned for all the action right here on the Rsc channel, but also on Rhino's channel. You can follow our B stream, Rhino Casts 11. We'll put the link in chat. Make sure you go and follow. Have both streams running at the same time so you can keep tabs on all the action. But let's start off, as we always do. We got to give a massive shout out to our sponsors, the guys making this all possible. First of all is Nixa, 18,000 Rand being divided amongst all the tiers. Payouts for those coming soon, and who we pay is being determined last night, tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday night. And then, of course, our broadcast sponsor, who has been with us all season long, bringing us all the weekly league action, Genesis Extreme, also preseason, and now the playoffs. They have brought a new dimension, a professional dimension to our broadcasts. And then merch is closing. If you want to get this iconic RSC Season 3 t-shirt, orders for this will close on Friday and will go to print next week. Order now to avoid disappointment. Okie dokie. Let's start talking about tonight. We start with our calendar. This is where we've been and where we are going. All the weekly league plays are done. They're grayed out because they're in the past. Last night was Prospect, and there you see it in yellow. 12th of November, right here, right now. The rival playoffs to be followed by Elite tomorrow, and then the Masters on Thursday, and then we have awards night on Thursday, the 21st of November. So the calendar is far closer to the end than it is for the beginning, to the beginning. And now the standings, the rival standings, you see them right there. This is what we're playing for. The top 2 positions, Viola and the Jawlers, are straight through to the semi-finals. But places 3 to 6, the Climbers, Gelfi, Bravo Force, and Jax are battling it out for the last 2 remaining semi-final slots, and those are the first 2 matches we'll be bringing to you, the play-ins. That's what's happening now on the A stream and the B stream. Those are best of 5s. The Jawlers will be taking on the Jawlers are in the semis already. So it is Gelfi taking on Bravo Force on the B stream, and then right here, the Climbers versus the Jacks. The winner of the Climbers versus Jacks will go forward to play the Jawlers. The winner of Gelfi and Bravo Force will go forward to play Viola in the semis, and then the grand final. Semifinals and grand final are all best of 7. That's what's happening tonight. And let me take a moment to say hello to everybody that is here in chat. We have Divine, we have Ford Hilux, we have Noto, we have Genie, we have first time chatter Kelly Dopey and Unguarded Ace, Aoki, who'll be playing shortly. Brav, who's going to be streaming tomorrow night on our B stream. Tubbsy is here. And I think I've gotten everybody Jezereza, who's going to be playing very shortly. A Clever Rabbit will be playing tomorrow night. So most are here. Hello, Oscar. Possibly Blank. How is he first-time chatter here? And then Arts. Welcome to you all. We have our second of 4 banger nights. And let's bring on our casters. Let's start talking about the game ahead and where we are going. Muzzler and Lolanizer.
Yep, that's a great beer. This is a rival tier night. We're here. Prospects done. It's behind us. New week. New week, new night, new everything. New rival tier. Let's go.
Oh, Lolly, you've been. It's been a while since we've seen you, so welcome back. Bringing out the close of the rival tier.
Oh, yes, and I'm pretty excited. You know, I have been keeping a bit of an eye on all the different tiers as it's been going along during the season. And, you know, I'm pretty intrigued to see how the rivals do going out tonight. Has been a bit of time since I've casted last, but, you know, it's always great to be back. Always a great time to be here in RSC and just looking at these amazing players as they progress.
E-stream is going to be Gelfie versus Bravo Forced, our first best of 5, being broadcast by Rhino, co-cast by The Bromeo. So head on over there if that's a series you want to be watching. Have them both up on screen. And on the A stream is going to be the Climbers versus the Jacks. Now, they played in league play in week 7, and the Jacks were brutalized 4-0. So a tough call, Muzz, these two teams. This is my team. I may or may not be playing tonight. I'm not entirely sure. But that is our first play-in. And Muzz, Lolanizer, I'm going to let you guys talk about it and bring it in.
Well, as Grib had mentioned there, Lolanizer, you know, game week 7 for Dynasty Jacks, it didn't go well, right? They lost 4-0 to the Climbers. Is history going to repeat itself here tonight?
Oh yeah, 4-0 isn't great, but you know, I think the Jacks are gonna pull it back. You know, I have hope in them. I believe that they're gonna make this way closer than 4-0. Otherwise, I mean, what? You're going out 7-0 in games theoretically over the season?
Oh yeah, it's a tough one, right? Predictions here, Lolanizer. I think you and I both went 3-1 to the Climbers. Are we kind of throwing just too much shade on Jack's name, maybe?
You know, I am putting Climbers 3-1, but I do want the Jacks to just come and prove us wrong. I want them to show that we don't know what we're talking about and that the Climbers actually aren't all that they seem, you know?
Yeah. I mean, one of these teams, right, they need to play the Jawlers after this Order of Oaks Jawlers there who are second, and currently, I think both these teams also during league play seem to have drew with the Jawlers as well. Tell me, Lolanizer, that's correct, eh?
Yeah, both of them, they both drew against that team. So, you know, no matter who wins, we do know that the following up game is going to be much closer. But I do think that the Jacks are going to make this game much closer than the previous results seem to have been. I think they've probably been putting in quite a bit of work over the season, and I think they're definitely going to have something to show for it, I think.
Yeah, we've got No Maiden there on the top here for the Climbers, and I think No Maiden has got the most assists here in the rival tier at the moment, right? So is that going to come through for the Climbers? Hopefully, durability, I think they're third as well for assists. Lolanizer, are things looking good for the Climbers?
Oh yeah, no, having high assists, one of my favorite things in this game. When you and your team are jamming together and you guys are able to pass to each other consistently and get goals from that, that is so devastating for your opponents because you don't know how to defend it. You have to defend both the pass, the shot, the fake, and potentially a tap to the backboard for the other person to touch it in. So there's so many opportunities.
Yeah, true. I'm looking at demos quickly here. I see that, though, on the other side with Ender and Jax, though, Ender's got the most demos, 54, almost 2 per game. Now, I don't know, do we see Ender kind of look to disrupt the Climbers play? And, you know, we talk about the most assists and how it's going to be valuable for Climbers to obviously pass to each other. Is Ender just going to try to get physical and disrupt their play, possibly?
Oh, that's a great question. Again, if Ender gets in there and he gets rid of that middle player that's waiting for the pass, Now all of a sudden it's just been given a free ball to Jax, who now have opportunity to take it down the other end and find their own goal. So, you know, that demo play coming from Ender could make a huge difference. But it really depends whether he does or doesn't, or if the climbers do their passes or if they don't.
Yeah, of course. And Dynasty Jax, they've got their sister brother team Jokers who won last night. They won the prospect tier. Jax have to put it all down on the line now to beat the climbers. They did lose in game week 7 though. Lolanizer, we've all got copium. Can Jax meet the Jolers in that semi-final? That's the big question on everyone's mind tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping they do. I mentioned it already. You know, I've seen the stories before. That team that's sitting in 6th seed, they make it all the way to the end a couple times before. I think last season, Redirect, they didn't quite make it into that well, they made the grand final, but they lost. But, you know, we'll see. Can Jax upset that? Can they make it into the next game against, the Jawlers?
Yeah, oh man, it's going to be a biggie, right? We got that copium. Everyone's got the copium mask on. Here we go. Best of 7 in front of us. It's going to be climbers taking on Jax.
Oh, yes. No Maiden looking to bring an early flip reset. Will be kept away by Stacy Jax. OG Costa. I don't know which player that is. Looking to make opportunities. Jezareza trying to get it around. Won't quite get it. Stacy Jax pass forwards. No Maiden staying patient in that last man. You know, this is how it always goes. The first start of the game, the first few minutes, always just sitting there, feeling out each other, not going all in just yet.
Yeah, not going all in just yet. And of course, again, Dynasty Jax, they want to try get a bit of revenge here against the climbers. That grudge match from game week 7 as well. Clean sweep 4-0. They got taken down. They didn't get the points for the draw. We're going to see what happens here. Again, Ender looking to maybe get those big physical plays and demonstrate on the climbers. And do we see durability and No Maiden get those very important assists here against the climbers? Durability going up there, but nothing sticking for the climbers at the moment. They just want to clear this ball and get rid of it now. A bit of a, not even a ping pong match between these two sides here. Lolanizer just kind of slowly coming out of their defensive thirds.
Oh, yeah, it's as it goes. Ping pong between. Maybe a shot from Jezza will be kept away this time by Costa. Stacy J looking for the pass mid. Ender tapping onto the backboard. Maybe a follow-up. Jezza. I do like that he doesn't go for that. He sits in that third man position. Very patient. Extremely good. Ender. Little clear out. No Maiden gets a tap mid. Will be kept through. Big touch to the backboard. Double commit. Jezza a little bit awkward. Needs follow-up. Ender will be there to bail them out. Tap onto the backboard. Costa not able to reach. Does fake out Ender though. Stacy not much boost. Ender with the bumper. Jura maybe the opportunity won't quite get through. But I'm loving to see this physicality coming from the Jax. Jezza finds a shot. And that will be 1-0 to the Jax.
And there we go. Jezareza opens up the scoring there. We see Stacy getting that bump into durability, very important. Then Costa can't get onto the near post, can't get that defensive up early enough to save that goal there. Lolanizer. So Dynasty Jax up here by 1. Jezareza maybe looking for a bit more. He takes a shot though, kept out by durability.
Now Jira looking for a counter-attack, looking maybe for a pogo, a little bit of a, turtle shot. Couldn't quite find it though. No Maiden looking for the shot. I saw all 3 players on the side of Jax up on that one. That's not a very good sign for them. They do survive. Jezareza looking for the pass forward. Jax has a bit of a different idea. Going for the demo. Now Costa trying to get it out. Can't quite get past Ender. Ender on the backboard. Maybe the opportunity will be kept away. Jax there around to keep away the boost. Make sure that climbers are feeling the pressure. He has another double commit coming through. Jezareza puts one on target, will be a little bit weak, will be kept away this time by Costa once again. Jax, they're keeping on such good pressure right now. This is really good for them. Climbers, they need to find a way to get out of this defense.
Well, maybe they're from No Maiden. That wall pinch not going to be as great as they wanted. Their Costa keeping out. Who's that? Ender. So Ender, our young player here in the RSC, taking a nice shot. They're trying to put Dynasty Jax again ahead by 1. What can we see coming up from durability? He's going to fly up in the air. Can't get it down. Ender. Nice little play there. Just cutting out any of that forward momentum coming at you from climbers. It's important. Oh, there it is. Stacy Jax. He's going to make it 2.
2-0 Jax. They're making a bit of a statement right off the bat. They're showing us that our original predictions might not be as correct as we thought. 2-0, 2 minutes 10 left to go. Climbers, they need to find an answer. They need to find what they had in that week 7 match against the Jax. Bring that through and start finding themselves opportunities. Otherwise, Jax are possibly going to get a pretty chilled win compared to what we were expecting.
Yeah, we're going to see if that's going to be the case. Of course, up by 2 still, the 90 seconds remaining of regulation. Yeah, Loldenizer can't get rid of climbers just yet. Yeah, Ender rocking that real nice Team Liquid decal. He's hoping that brings him a ton of copium tonight as well. Everyone's missing, everyone's whiffing that ball. Couldn't see durability sink that one in. Jezereza running up the left-hand flank there, but no Maiden. He's going to keep it out. They find Ace. Ace is going to go up. Durability tries to get the dunk. Nothing's happening. Third man coming in. Maiden for the shot. Oh, it's kept out. The defense.
Ender looking for the opportunity. He will get dunked on it. Jura, big clear out. Looking for the follow-up. Jezza will have time to take a controlled touch. Get a huge clear out. Will be kept away once again. Cost that touch. A little bit heavy. Ender will get a touchdown to Jax. Jax leaving enough for Jezza. Big touch to the corner. Maybe another opportunity. Jura gets the great read. Does tap to the side, but that's once again into the hands of Ender. The ball, the possession is staying in the hands of the Jax. Climbers, same as what happened earlier, they're struggling to get out of this defense because every single touch is just finding its way to another player from the side of the Jax. Jax definitely have their cards in the right hand right now.
Yeah, doing superbly well, holding off climbers. Don't want a repeat of that game week 7. They're going to slowly climb up the whole of the rival tier leaderboard. Of course, they're in 6th place at the moment. Your climbers sitting pretty there at the top, have climbed their whole way during league play to get you. But at the moment now, Dynasty Jax have got the number here. Stacy Jax looking for a bit more. Jezereza can't get up to seal that, want to make it a third. Maybe Ender coming in from the back, but it's going to be A-okay here, Loldenizer, because I think 20 seconds remain. I don't see climbers being able to get their way back in this one.
Not quite, with every touch finding its way to the Jax, and another shot coming through. Will be kept away. 10 seconds left. Jax, they need a goal pretty much right now. Otherwise, their hopes for game 1 won't quite be there. There it is, 3 seconds left. Not enough time to get a goal, but maybe something just for the road to keep your morals up. Otherwise, this game is going to Dynasty Jax.
Ball just has to go down, but no one's letting it here. No Maiden. He wants just the last bite of the apple here. Come on, Ace wants to get a crack at it as well. Durability is going to send it the whole way on the width of the field there. It has to go down eventually, but there we go. Dynasty Jax, they're taking game 1.
You know, the Climbers had a lot of pressure at the end. That's what I needed to see the entire game, but it wasn't quite there.
Just, you know, it's fine, right? We got a long series here. Lolden has a best of 7, right? So, you know, climbers, they can do this. They have had a good season. They are far ahead of Jax. They beat them 4-0 there as well. But as you said there in our pre-show, Loldenizer, do Dynasty Jax, you know, they've been cooking in the kitchen. Something's coming out the lab here. They want to win best of 5. Apologies. And so, yeah, Dynasty Jax, as you mentioned, Loldenizer, maybe they've got something coming up the sleeve or out of it.
Mayhaps, you know, after that game 1, it is very possible, but it's also possible that that was just Climbers' warm-up match, you know, where they're feeling out their opposition and deciding exactly what playstyle they're planning to implement to keep themselves in that lead. You know, when you're coming in here, you know, there's a lot of strategy you can put through to keep yourselves above the opponents, even if you've gone down 1 game in the series. As you mentioned, best of 5, there's enough games in the series for you to be able to lose 1 or 2 without it getting too bad just yet.
And, you know, now I'm panicking a bit, yeah, Loldenizer, because the games have lessened. I'm like, you know, climbers, they either need a punch quick and hard right now, or we see Dynasty Jax able to take this play in and get through to that semi-final, you know, squeaky bum time. So here we go, game number 2.
Game number 2, Jura looking to make an early difference. Flip reset. Demo coming up from No Maiden. We like to see that. Jura looking for the opportunity. Will be an open net for No Maiden. That is some superb play coming out of XP right off the bat. It's like what we like to see. The demos, the bumps, the pass plays. Everything felt together very nicely. And they find themselves an early lead.
Find themselves that early lead there. Loldenizer through. No Maiden gets a nice early goal there within the first 10 seconds of regulation. Let's see what's going to happen here in the remainder of game 2. Stacy Jax, nice little bump there. Ace goes up quick for this one. Ender just camping back there in the 3rd man position, just waiting if any of those long shots are going to go over. No Maiden. He's going to see, can he make it a 2 here for climbers? He goes up. He won't be able to sink it down there. Durability, though, came in quick as that second man was looking for a cheeky opportunity. Ace, he's going to punch it forward. He's going to look for a bump and play, though. Nice little save, gets put out. And so Jax not going to concede a second yet. Stacy Jax, a bit of a precarious situation. Him and Ender having to keep the one out there. Just as that ball trickles across your own goal line there, Loldenizer, you want to clear it.
Definitely, I will say the bump play is starting to come out of the climbers. They are looking absolutely beautiful. Ender looking for something of his own. Will fake out Jura. Maybe looking for the touch back to mid. Can't quite find it. No Maiden. There's a bump coming from Ender through the mid. We know we've seen him in the stats that he loves to do those. But that one doesn't quite get too far. But the pressure is still sticking around. Stacy Jax did have an opportunity. Couldn't quite find it past mid. Won't quite be there. Jura. Touch a little bit heavy. Jura won't have much of a follow. He doesn't have enough boost. Reza keeping it around. Tap to the corner. Looking for a bump. There it is once again. Ender pushing it through. The bump plays from the Jax are really good right now. They had an opportunity, but they couldn't quite find it. Somehow, the Climbers escaped out of their half with zero boost per person.
Yeah, escaped out of their half. Their Loldenizers and still holding on to a measly 1-goal lead now at the moment. No! But it's going to get the equalizer. There it is. It's Ender in the Team Liquid decal. It's going to be good. There we go. Jax on the board.
Jax, they find themselves right back. Nice shot from Mr. Ender over there. 3 minutes 20 left. Game is looking, game one wasn't too one-sided, but this game is looking just a little bit more even. The pressure isn't quite as much on the side of Jax. Maybe an opportunity coming through here. No Maiden. Touch to the backboard, trying to get past Stacy. Can't quite do it. That pinch goes right back down to the corner. Ender looking to pounce on that opportunity. Will take the boost. Looks for a little bit of a... That jump is just to make the opponents panic, make them give the ball away, which they do. Ender can't get the touch though. Net looking a little bit awkward. Ender will get the clear. And the game it's sitting once again at the midfield. But I do like the fact that Climbers, they're not in defense as much as they were there in game number 1.
Durability is going to be done coming at you. Oh, nice little play down and no Maiden there. Beautiful assist. And as you mentioned, Loldenizer, the team plays that we're going to see coming at you from Climbers tonight. This is it, the 1-2 play. Durability to no Maiden.
Once again, Climbers, they find themselves at 1-goal lead. Jax, they're working from behind. Once again this game. Will they bring it back? That kickoff from Jura is looking really good in the side to the Climbers. Almost a shot coming from Costa. Stacy, not much boost, but does manage to keep it away just for now. Jura looking for the beat. Ender will get the clear to the corner. No Maiden. It's not going to have much boost. Ender can get around that pretty easily. Little 50 going through. Now Costa just wants to get that ball out of the Climbers' half once again. You don't want to give the Jax the opportunities to find their goals. Otherwise, they will find it. Jax, beautiful demo looking for the shot. Bob coming through on the back line. No one there to follow it up, though. Costa, huge clear down. Will be back in the half of the Jax. This is exactly where the Climbers want this ball to stay for the entire game.
Yeah, and just momentum seems to be well on the side of Climbers now at the moment. We saw Stacy Jax just camping offside a little bit there, seeing if he can try to get a redirect and poke it into the back of Climbers' net there, but nothing came to fruition. And so Climbers holding on to this 1-goal lead. Loldenizer holding on to the possession at the moment and just making sure they can smother Dynasty Jax at the moment. Stacy Jax, though, talking about him, makes the catch there. He's going to try to get the flick over to Ender. Does have Reza at the back. Durability going up there, trying to clear that ball. The active defense here coming up from Climbers. And do we see Reza almost trying from that third-man position to try to get a goal here, try to get an equalizer against Jax, but Reza again running up that left-hand flank. Ender, nice little pinch though. It's going to find No Maiden. No Maiden might be able to cook the whole way. He gets a flip reset though, makes it 1, gets the bump and play. Ace! Oh, Ace can't come quick enough though to try to sink that 1. Okay, it's good!
Little bit too awkward there on the back line. Maiden made his way so far through, and Costa's 50 was absolutely perfect. Jura finds his way to get a shot to that bottom left corner. Climbers now have a 2-goal lead. They've shuffled the deck that the Jax were on. 1 minute left. Can the Jax deal their own cards and find themselves back in this game?
Well, series can get tied up 1 apiece as well, Loldenizer, which is going to be good for Climbers. They want to be able to bring it back in our short best-of-5 series, though. And so Jax, they need to try bring it back, though. They will through that goal. Jezerez is going to make it 2, and that's a nice, slow climb that we need to see Dynasty Jax make here in Game 2 if they're trying to look to extend their win in the series. It's going to start there.
Definitely. That just made their sights much easier here. 50 seconds left. 1 goal, that is very much achievable. Ender, looking for the kickoff, can't quite find it. Jura will tap the ball out to Costa. Look for the follow, can't quite find it. Jez, a huge tap downfield. Maiden will keep it around, keeps it in the midfield, just looking to keep possession. This is what they need. They don't want to give the ball away unnecessarily. Stacy looking to clear it forwards. I saw him try to get the bump. I wasn't quite sure if he could or couldn't. He has a demo on Dura. Will be kept away by No Maiden. That opportunity from Jax is really good, but once again, Climbers, they clear the ball downfield. They're keeping the ball out of their net, and that's all they need for 20 more seconds, and they will get themselves a series win, a game win.
Yeah, just holding Jax at bay there. So we see Ender again taking that ball just across his goal line. And so we need to see Jax try punch this ball forward, try get over the halfway line. It just seems like they can't at the moment, just getting smothered in their own half. Your Climbers mounting an attack. Clock's ticking down. It's not going to matter too much. There it is. Ball is down. Climbers, they bring it back in the series.
Oh, yes, they do. They find themselves in that 1-all series, and now we've been transported into a little bit of a best-of-3 situation for the last couple games of the series.
Yeah, that's going to be the case, as we've got the stats in front of everyone here at the moment. Lolanizer, what is jumping out to you?
Oh, those demos coming from Dynasty. We did mention it earlier. They have 6. That is double what the side of the Climbers have. And then also the saves, you know, we can see, again, I mentioned in game 1 that that the Jax had a lot of pressure, and a lot of the time XP was struggling to get out of their half, and I saw the field domination was very much in the hands of the Jax. This time that's completely swapped. You know, Jax have so many saves, they're sitting in their back end constantly, and the pressure is now being dialed onto them. So they need to find a way to flip that back and get that pressure right back onto the Climbers.
Yeah, they did a ton of work there as well. Ball touches, saves, demos, as you mentioned. There's 6 going to Dynasty Jax as well. We did mention Ender in that pre-show. He got 3 as well. So just doing, again, that physical work against Climbers. But goals are going to set the tone here. Lolanizer 1, separating them, and Climbers bringing it back, XP Climbers. And so, as you mentioned, the best of 3 ahead of us now. This is for the rival tier. One of these teams wants to make the semifinal and play Jawless after this. But there are the potential 3 games still ahead of us. Climbers, Jax. It's even Stevens there on the overlay. 1 apiece. Who's going to be able to take it?
Who can take it? It could go either way. Depends whether or not the momentum that Climbers are starting to get stays through. There's a little bit of a demo coming on the back line. Nice pass back from Jura. Coaster now. Looking for his opportunity. Pass to Maiden. I love a tap to the backboard. Maybe the opportunity. Jura will get another touch. Couldn't quite find its way to the net though, but no one net has boost. Maiden finds a shot, just awkward enough to find its way into the net. 1 goal lead once again, going to the sides of the Climbers.
Yeah, and durability doing a lot of that work just to get the touch off that backboard again, and No Maiden sinks. A bit of a scrappy defense there from the Dynasty Jax though, not expecting it. And again, No Maiden is going to open the scoring. Same game 2, now in game 3. What are we going to see from the Climbers? Are they going to try close out the series? They want to place that important semifinal against the Jawless, and we're going to see if that's going to happen here tonight.
Definitely do, but that's a bit awkward. What a save coming through. I don't know who that was. The Climbers, they managed to keep it out. Costa, look for the counterplay. Will be there, but Jax will get a bit of a clear coming through. Jura, looking for the shot. Can't quite find it. Just off the mark, Jura. And Maiden gets a big dunk, looking for the opportunities, keeping that ball once again, keeping that pressure rolling. But now, Jax, he doesn't have the boost to get the counterattack going. Ender has to deal with the 50. Jezza once again, just the 50 sitting at mid. Jura keeping the ball around. Climbers then not letting Jax out of their own half, and they won't let it happen just yet. Of course, as I said, that they do.
Yeah, it looks like Bravo Force as well seem to be having a stellar time in their play in their Lolan, as they're 2 up against Unitox, so they might be qualifying to play Viola, but we're going to see what happens in the end of that series as well. So things are looking hot all over the show.
They are indeed. Jax, though, we need to see them get something. They do have time. I am excited to see if any of these players that are sitting here in the play-ins will make their way into that grand final spot, or if it will just be a couple players from the playoffs.
See what takes place as well. Ball might come down. Yeah, for the Climbers. Oh, ace though. Almost able to sink that one. In durability doesn't get the dunk there. So, Dynasty Jax, they, wiping the sweat off their brows, almost conceding a second one. Ace into the infield there. Stacey Jax is going to take a crack at it. It's just a pixel shy though. No Maiden has to make that save. Ender coming in from deep. He almost gets a shot there as well. Dynasty Jax, they found that fire deep within them. Ender taking another shot. Stacey. Oh, again, it's shy. Oh, just the wide shots here coming out from Jax, so they could have already scored 2 goals.
They could have indeed. Ender gets a nice sidewall double to keep it around. Maiden now on the counterattack. Jezza Gets them 50, goes to the corner. That's good. That keeps possession for the side of the Jacks. Something they've been lacking a lot this game just because of the amount of pressure coming from the climbers. Jura can't quite reach that. Stacy will keep it around. Was that a pre-jump play?
Oh, all right. It's not going to matter too much, Lolanizer. The defense of Dynasty Jack was dismantled.
It was, but I partially blame that on the fact that during your counterattack, one of your players has 15 boosts and he's trying to pre-jump a pass off the side wall to him. That's just sort of throwing two players at something while one of them doesn't have any boost. Here's a kickoff goal coming from Jura. 3-0. This is looking bad for the side of the Jacks.
Oh man, and there it is, straight from the kickoff. Durability says thank you so much. It rained down from the heavens and touched the bonnet of his car. 3-0 here, says XP Climbers. They're having a stellar game 3.
They are indeed. They're keeping the ball rolling. They're finding themselves higher and higher up. There's another shot coming through, bottom left. Jura finds another one. I think that might be his hat trick for this game.
Oh, it's a goodie. And we spoke about all those assists. No maiden finding durability. Nice little trickling in 65 kilometers per hour. 4-0 on our score. But of course, a lot of time left here for Dynasty Jacks, right, Loldenizer? We cannot put the cart before the horse just yet. 2 minutes remain. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, but at the moment, the cards seem to be against the Jacks. Shot coming through, not convincing enough. I love the demo. Ender, touch to the backboard, looking for the follow. Jura will keep it away, but it's a little bit awkward. Jezza can't quite find that one. Now Jacks looking for the opportunities, can't quite find it. Ender taking time, touch to the backboard. The net was open. He could have gone for a shot, but the Climbers, they escape with a bit of luck, and they get a huge clear out, keeping their lead 4-0.
4-0 at now. I think someone in chat says they want to get 10. So Climbers, all your fans and supporters want you to get another 6 goals here at the moment. I don't think Dynasty Jacks are going to allow that to happen, but you never know. Ooh, that was almost an open one. I think Durability would have found a 4th there. So my golly goodness, things are looking hot for Climbers. No maiden, almost getting a dunk there. Double commit coming out though from Jezza and Ender, but Ace, it's going to be good. It's going to be 5.
Beautiful Climbers. They're starting to run away with this game. They're finding themselves in new heights compared to what we saw in game number 1 and game number 2 in the series. Jacks, they're falling behind. They need to find an answer, and they need to start implementing it now so that they can get it rolling for game number 4. Game number 4, and hopefully get themselves a win there to keep the series close. Otherwise, Climbers, they're just gonna have they're gonna keep this momentum rolling constantly as you get into the higher games.
Yeah, you want to take this big morale booster into a big game like Jollers as well, who are just waiting patiently, watching this game, seeing what are all the cracks and chinks in the armor that they can beat Climbers or Dynasty Jacks with as well. No Maiden has to make a save. The durability almost in the counter-attack. Can we see Dynasty get a crack at this one as well? Ender looking to fight. Jezarez is going to go up for this one. He's fighting Ace. Tooth and nail there in the corners. Dynasty Jacks though. Can he get the double? Can he get the double? Oh, it's almost good. Ender. Oh, taking a shot. Jezarez. Come on, Dynasty Jacks. You got to sink those.
Climbers had an open net, but they couldn't quite find it. Not that it's a big deal at this point when you're 6-0 up. Missing 2 open nets isn't the biggest deal for you. However, Jacks, they need to find something. They need to get their momentum rolling. They need to find opportunities. Otherwise, now it's just going to be a question of whether their mental is good enough to keep themselves playing good in game number 4.
I mean, that's the question of the night here, Lolanizer. Dynasty Jacks, they need to do something, right? 5-0, that's not how you want to go down in a very important play-in fixture. News from the other side, though. Bravo Force, they swept 3-0, and they took down Unitox Gelfi.
I must say, No Maiden's doing quite a lot. He is doing a lot of stuff going for No Maiden. 2 goals, 2 assists, 5 shots, 2 saves, 3 demos. He has the most of everything in every single stat out of the entire lobby, I think. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no Maiden's having a stellar time, right? He's having an absolute field day there. 2 assists, 2 goals, having a stellar time. 3 demos, he stole them from Ender. This time around, Ender having a bit of a lackluster game 3 there. And now game 4 ahead of us. Lolanizer, Dynasty Jacks, they need to do something big. They need to pull the rabbit out of the hat, so to speak. But can they? That's going to be the big question on everyone's minds.
They did take a timeout, which is good. That means they're taking some time. They're getting their head into the correct space. They're starting to reshuffle that deck. They're starting to find opportunities. Because as I mentioned, we saw in game one, we saw they had the opportunities. We saw they had the pressure, and they would not let the Climbers out of their own half. But as the series progressed, that pressure has been diminishing, and the Climbers, they've just been crawling their way up this cliff and finding themselves into much better opportunities with much more pressure. And that's what the Jacks seem to be struggling with now.
Yeah, small kind of flashes in the pan there for Dynasty Jacks at the end. We saw this kind of forward momentum from Jezza, Reza, and Ender, and just things weren't sticking, right? There was forward momentum. They were trying to push the ball. There was a couple of 1-2 plays in the defensive box of Climbers, and then nothing stuck. And so just a little more cohesiveness, kind of try get things together there where you can try shoot and score. And then on the other side, though, no maiden and durability, right? Lolanizer there just tearing apart the Jacks defense at the moment. And just nothing seems to be working for Dynasty Jacks there, where they conceding 5, right? 5 unanswered goals.
Yeah, and 5 unanswered goals. It's a lot to go down by. And as you mentioned, Jura and No Maiden, they're sitting there. They are playing really well together. They are getting so many pass plays, so many opportunities with each other, and that's just it's making a big difference in these games.
Oh yeah, no, it's a biggie, right? It's working for them. So congratulations there to Bravo Force. They take that dub against Galfi 3-0. They'll be facing now Viola in that semi-final fixture, Loldenizer, so that's going to be a biggie. But of course, one more play-in still to go. Your Climbers taking Dynasty Jacks. Climbers having a fabulous time. We mentioned that game week 7 that did beat Jacks prior to this Loldenizer history slowly repeating itself here, but we know Dynasty Jacks, they're not going to go out without a fight.
You know, I will say at least it wasn't a 3-0, you know. No matter what happens, it's a better result than what they had in week 7, and that is a good thing. That is definitely something they can look up to, and it shows that they can improve as it goes through. Here we go, game number 4. Will the Climbers make our predictions correct, or will they find the Caster's Curse and somehow lose this?
Oh, that's going to be exactly it. Yeah, we both with 3-1 LOL, and as it is come to fruition, Ender almost finding that pinch on the wall there, but Ace sending it long downfield. He's going to catch his own ball. Maybe dunk coming up from No Maiden. Oh, almost though. Kept out there by Greybeard. That's it. The big man's on the field.
The big man is on the field, and he's bringing out a fancy tasting cards. I can't quite see what it is from here, but will it be enough to make the Climbers not keep their momentum going? You know, it has so far. They have less goals than they've had in the past 2 games in the early times of the game.
Let's see. They got the Greybeard buff now on the field. Is it going to work for them? We're going to see what happens. Lolanizer didn't find the pinch on that touch as well. This Ender is going to send it downfield. Not too much here. Caught by No Maiden. No Maiden trying to get past Jezrezi. He can't though. Greybeard in that 3rd man position. Gets over 1. Can he get over 2? Can he score in the bottom corner? He cannot though. Kept out. No Maiden all the way downfield. He's going to look for a second touch. Can't though. But durability comes in hot. Can't find that goal as well, but things looking good here for Climbers. That just on that counter attack here. Greybeard sending it down, caught there by No Maiden, trying to get bumped though by GB. GB can't find that physicality that we did attribute Dynasty Jacks with though, and still 0-0 on the scoreboard.
No Maiden, that demo there could supply a lot of opportunity, and a huge shot will be just off target. Greybeard keeping the pressure around. Ender looking for the cut, does get it. Costa, the touch is all good. Jura managed to get a clear out. Costa looking to keep it down the field. There's a resin now. It's going to go to the back post. Let Ender take that one. Big clear through. Maybe another touch. Can't quite find it. Jura keeps it around. Jezza leaves on for Greybeard. Gets the beat. There's one person left back. Ender, he could have had an opportunity to get the beat. Push that ball a bit further downfield. Couldn't quite get it though. Jezza now just looking to bring that ball forwards. And this game is looking much, much better than games number 2 and 3 in my opinion.
Well, Dynasty Jacks haven't conceded yet, but neither have Climbers. Ender, maybe they're going to look for the double. Oh, just pokes up, though. Jezerez a bit too much sauce on that shot, though, and it almost was a Dynasty Jacks goal. Ender, up. Oh, it doesn't get the dunk either there as well, and just no connections here coming up from Dynasty Jacks is going to haunt them.
Ooh, that was a bit awkward. Will be kept away. Great touch to mid. Ender will get a good clear out. Now Jezza looking for the follow-up, trying to get this ball back to the mid. will be kept away. No Maiden. Huge clears out. Greybeard can't quite reach that one. Jura, look for the pounds. End of the shot might just go in. There's a bump on the back line between two of the players on the side, the climbers, and Jax. They finally find themselves with the lead. Something they've been deprived of for 2 games in a row now.
Oh, Ender sends a massive goal and gets it in. Dynasty Jax, they're up by 1, I think, for the first time since that game number 1 here, Lolanizer. Oh, maybe a bit more from Ender, almost find in a second. Ooh, that was close. GB round the bend. Can he get Jezereza? They're going to possibly have to get back in defense here as the climbers are going to mount the counter-attack here. No Maiden trying to get past Ender. He cannot, though. They got Ace at the back. Ace send in a hard shot there towards the goal, though. Kept out by that backboard.
Kept away. Jezza now looking for his own opportunities. Double fake! Almost finds its way. I didn't quite see No Maiden behind that ball. Looking for a big touch onto the backboard. Maybe a demo. Greybeard jumps early. Good clears coming out. Will be Costa. Doesn't have much boost though to hit it forwards. This is good from Jax. The pressure is starting to rise once again. Jezza looking for the opportunity. Looking for the pass mid. Will find it. But Jura will be the first one to receive. Ender looking to hit the ball. Back forwards. Looking for the opportunity. The 50 almost finds its way in. Double commit. Greybeard can't find the shot. Jura huge clear downfield, and that is going to be a goal. The double commit in offense left that net wide open. Climbers, they're not going to let the Jax get far away with this lead.
Yeah, no, durability. He read them like a cheap book there, Lolanizer, and he said, thank you, the space is a mile wide. I'm going to get the equalizer. I'm going to make sure that XP Climbers can bring it back. GB off the kickoff, though. Whew, no Maiden at the back there to make sure that Greybeard will not score in these planes. That was close. 1 apiece here on your scoreboard in front of you. Ender from this corner. Can he do something with it? Durability is going to try to get that out there. Gets the demo that we know Ender is so fantastic at. Jezereza catch there in the corner. Durability actually looking for those bumping plays, trying to get rid of any of these defenders from the Jax as well. And has to get the one out there. We saw a Climbers player flying in, trying to find that shot, though. Isn't going to make it too because GB's in there with the huge wall. That is the Jax.
Greybeard, you know, knowing him, I could say he's bringing in more than just that wall on the Jax. He's bringing in the vibes that he is very much known for. You know, he's probably brought that morale of the Jax up so much more than it was after that 5-goal loss. You know, as they say, he is the Sub-Saharan Africa vibe director. Jura, look for an opportunity, will be dunked immediately by Ender. Once again, the confidence coming from that on that pre-jump is beautiful. Greybeard, huge shot! And that will be a 2-1 lead. Not much time left on the clock for the Climbers to keep this one around. Can they bring it back, Muzz?
Oh man, Greybeard finds that angle. It's an absolutely disgusting one, Lolanizer. They're bringing the Dynasty Jax back. That we want to push it to game 5. We might be able to get the 10 seconds remaining of regulation here. Ender just has to send it. Goalwood! Oh, there it is! Dynasty Jax, they're going to make game 5. This is it. We are going to prophesize tonight, Lolanizer.
Don't say anything. We can't bring the cast of curses into this.
But we shall. We will. We have to.
We have to keep the cast of curses alive. 6 seconds left. I'm going to say off that kickoff, there's not much of a chance for Climbers to find their way back in this. 2 goals in 0 seconds. Not very possible.
All right. So everyone at home now, you're at the edge of your seats. I'm at the edge of my seats. Lolanizer, he's at the edge of his seats.
Oh, yeah.
Dynasty Jax, we're going to game 5. We're doing it. We're going to push this play in the distance, Lolanizer. XP Climbers, they didn't expect GB to come on with that sexy car that he did. And he got that important goal at the end that clinched it for Jax.
You know, not seeing a Fennec on the field, all it's done is it's made XP unable to read any of the touches because they don't know what the hitbox looks like anymore.
100%, right? It's just exactly. It's a game of misdirection. GB, he understands the psychological warfare that is needed to play this game.
The only thing that will make it much harder for the side of XP Climbers is if Greybeard brings out the deadly, feared Scarab. That, you know, when that comes out, that's when my bones start shivering. Because that is a very scary car. It can do a lot. And in the hands of someone like Greybeard, it's just going to make you tilt, honestly.
Yeah, 200 IQ play, but let's get back to business, right? So, Climbers, they were 5-0. And we go to the next game. They lost 3-1. I'm scratching my little chinny chin chin here. We didn't see durability, didn't see no maiden there, and now we go here to game 5 durability. Lolanizer, sorry. This series has got a big question mark on it.
It does indeed, no maiden. Tapping this really high, looks for the double, will find it. Jura there for the shot. You know, Jura just felt like shutting you up after you've said that. He wanted to find the early goal, and that's something that they've had both in games 2 and games 3. So now the question is, will Jax answer this time? Will they find themselves a lead off of an early deficit? They haven't been able to yet, so they need to do it now. Otherwise, they won't make it much further into this RSC.
Well, their time is here, and it is now. Rsc, he's going to go up. Oh, they're going to get a second touch on that. He won't be able to because Ace is going to cut out that play. No maiden. The man that's been leading here, Climbers from the front, is going to be able to do it with his partner durability as well. Oh, almost snuck that one in. Almost found a second, though, but kept at bay. Just a stalwart defense here from Dynasty, not the Jokers, Jax, that's, excuse me. But almost, almost finding a second there, but Rsc is going to have to get this one long out of the corner. He's going to be able to drive it up. He does. Ace, though, stops it in the corner, pokes a little bit forward, though, but Ender will have to stop him on that halfway line. And so Dynasty Jax, can we see them mount some form of counterattack?
It's a little bit of a team bump. Greybeard unable to reach that one. Jezza now looking to clear forwards. That touch from Jura is not ideal. Ace will be back in time to get it away. Maiden can't quite reach that one. Greybeard, I like that he takes his time. He knows he needs to be patient just in case that touch comes through. Gets a great down cut to the backboard. Jessereza up early for the shot. Maiden finds the save. Jura's touch will clear it away, but just for a little bit as Ender turns back. Gets clear forward. Jessereza tap to the backboard once again. Jura needs this touch. He will find it. Ender, he had to keep this one around. Maiden on the pre-jump. Will go down. Jezza unable to find that shot. Jax, they had such good pressure for quite a bit of an extended time. Greybeard had an open net, but couldn't quite find it. 3 minutes left. Jax, they're still holding this ball very well in their possession.
Yeah, pinch finally going the way of Ender this time as well. So bit of a forward momentum being created here by Dynasty Jax. GB's going to go up for it as well. He's going to use all of his boosts, though, on not too much. And Jessereza also stopping again on this halfway line. Any kind of mountain pressure coming out from climbers. And so at least what Jax are doing well right now here, Lolanizer is just holding climbers at that halfway mark. But they're not able to kind of step forward too many inches at the moment. The climbers sending a long ball down, Oh, no! No Maiden will make a 2 for his team here, and finally that defense of Jax being cracked.
Greybeard and Jezza, both of them pushed a little bit too far forwards. Third man wasn't quite there at the back to keep the ball out of the net. Climbers getting the 2-goal lead once again. You know, I mentioned that the pressure kept Jax, got Jax game number 1, but the pressure needs to be there, but so does your third man. Otherwise, the opposition aren't going to find those opportunities. Jezza looking to get one of his own. Jura will keep it away. At this point, all climbers need to do to advance further into the playoffs is they need to play time and just make Jax unable to progress.
Easier said than done, I think. We've seen Dynasty Jax, what they can do, how they can come back, and that tenacity this team has to win. Jessereza, he sends it forward off of the GB pass. Doesn't seem to land at the back of the net there because this Climbers defense is so darn good. Ender also trying to see if he can take a crack at it up front there, but again, kept at bay, poked out here by Climbers. Clock ticking down. Oh, it was close though. Man, GB had to make that save. Climbers almost getting a third, but kept out again. We talk about that super defense here of Dynasty Jax durability, trying to go up. Ender keeping out. Ace takes a crack at it, kept up by Jessereza. No, Maiden's going to take a poke as well. A poke indeed. He finds 3s on the board here. I don't know. Is this going to become that nail in the coffin?
You know, on the side of the Jax, you have about, 26, 27 seconds per goal. You need to start finding the opportunities much more. You know, at this last dying moments of the game, you kind of just need to throw all in and hope for the best. Otherwise, the Climbers, they're just going to keep on pulling away. They're just going to keep you in awkward positions. Jezza looks for the demo. If you got the demo, could be really good. Greybeard just keeping it around in that half-field area. Jura will clear it away. Greybeard just trying to keep it around. You know, they're on the ball, but they're not getting possession. This is exactly what the Climbers want. They want Jokers to Jax to not have the opportunities to get that ball into the net.
Oh, this clock is ticking down here, Lolanizer, and I think Dynasty Jacks have definitely impressed us tonight, and, you know, our prediction wasn't favoring them, but man, oh man, have they played out of their socks tonight here against XP Climbers, and with the clock here not in their favor at the moment, I don't know, do you get 3 goals in 10 seconds apiece? I'm not too sure that's going to be the case here. So XP Climbers, they're incredibly happy. They've had the stats to back it up. Durability and No Maiden have had a stellar season. They might just be able to uncrown and unseat the Dynasty Jacks. That seems to be the case now. I don't know. Do you get 3 in this time frame? Probably not.
If Jax scored right there and then followed up with a kickoff goal, I would have said that they won the series. But they didn't. You know, 3 seconds left. There's no more time for that. That will be the game set, written, signed, and sealed. XP Esports. The Climbers take the win in game number 5. Not quite how far we thought this series would have gone.
Yeah. I mean, let's make that incredibly clear now. We were both saying 3-1. We saw Bravo Force win 3-0. We thought maybe Dynasty Jacks, it's a little bit chalk. They went the distance here, but at the end of the day, XP Climbers, they wanted them all. They won 3-0 here. Loldenizer. They will be playing Order of Oaks Jollers.
Ooh. Oh, yes, they will. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of those matches. I saw some really nice plays. The demo from Duralul. I think he had a flip reset just before that or something to get that through. You know, these players on the side of the Climbers, they definitely showed that they didn't win that game like from any luck or anything. They showed that they have the skill, they have what it takes, and they might push themselves through, and I would love to see them make their way into the grand finals, but that means they have to beat the Order of Oak Jawlers.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, and Greybeard, you stepped in there right at the end when it counted the most. Well done.
Man, I was almost a hero, but after that game 4, I thought we were in with such a chance, but man, oh man, did they come out swinging in that last game.
Oh, yes, they did. They brought a lot of opportunities. You guys definitely had the opportunities as well to bring yourselves into it, but they just had a little bit better on the pressure side, a little bit better on the defense in game number 5. Game number 5, and that led them to the victory. But you guys over at the Jacks definitely put up a very valiant fight against the Climbers.
Well, listen, they 4-0'd us in league play. So I mean, and we struggled really hard against them, but we had a scrim before stream tonight with the with our elite team, and I think we've improved enormously. And Dura doesn't surprise me. He's the series MVP. I mean, he is such a good player for this team, and so often he's leading the charge, and he does it again tonight.
Yeah, kudos to durability there as well from XP Climbers. Takes the MVP from the matchup. It was a goodie. Went the distance 3-2 there. And so, Climbers, they'll be taking on Order of Oaks Jawlers. We've got Bravo Force. They're taking on Viola. Both your semifinals are locked in. This is Rsc SSA, and final stats in front of you.
There we go. I mean, it was relatively close. I'm seeing, XP there, the ball possession, and it seems close, 52-48. But in this sort of scenario, that 4% difference is huge. And then also same with the field domination, and they were just a little bit ahead of us, a little bit better paced. We're very happy with how we improved against them. I think we gave them a run for their money, but they are a really, really good team. So once again, huge up to them.
I will say, in game number 1, Greybeard, your team put in such a good game in game number 1. I must say, well done to them in game number 1. They had a lot of pressure. They had that field domination much higher than they had in any of the other games, and they rarely made it look like they're going to be giving a huge run for them for the money on the sides of climbers, which you guys almost did. You brought them to Game 5. That's not what they were expecting to be after having a 4-0 beat against you earlier on in the season. That's definitely not what they were expecting.
All right. Well, let's go talk to the GM of XP and a part of the rival roster, Aoki, and we get to chat again, and it's a little bit of an awkward interview, but congratulations to your team.
Hi, thanks, man. The game was insane.
Yeah.
I'm literally here on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it was good, and I'm glad it went the distance. I just wish we had put up a better performance during that last game, but yeah. So here you go. You guys are into your first semi-final. You must be feeling pretty pumped about that.
To be honest, I'm scared, but yes, it's exciting.
It's one of those things, though, is that it's win or lose here. It's already a success. At the beginning of the season, if you were told, hey, you can skip everything and go straight to semi-finals, you'd have been like, oh yeah, absolutely. But of course, now that you're here, there is that tension.
Yeah, no, dude, it's ridiculous. Yeah, but this journey has been amazing. I can't lie. The friends, it's insane.
Now, I was chatting to Bruv yesterday, and it's a similar question to you. I mean, this is your first season as a franchise, and how's the whole experience being, having a franchise, being as involved as you have been in RSC?
It's been really, really fun, dude. The amount of connections I made, the amount of... Like, if you tell me, as I was a diamond back then, that I'd be talking and having good conversations with GCs and SSLs and just all these amazing players, I would not believe you. I would really not. It's seriously insane. And not only that, being not a captain of their team, but bringing them together and letting them play in a league it's just a different feeling. It really is.
Brilliant. So, what has been for you? You could have finished second. You could have booked your ticket all the way to the semi-finals, but I think it was the Jawlers who had a really good last series of week play, which pushed them into second place. You will now get to face the top-tier team, and feelings about that? Or you've already said you're scared, you're a little bit nervous and tense, but your team got what it takes.
Yeah, no, we got what it takes. We just need to, because Dura and Nomadian are phenomenal players. Me and Ace are just kind of sitting back, letting them do their thing. So it's whether or not if they can just play, just have some fun. Because if they stress, it's a bit more difficult. But if they just have fun, and everybody just have fun, I don't really care who wins or who loses. It's going to be fun either way. Yeah.
That's always my favorite thing to when people say have fun. And my answer to the question of have fun, or the statement of have fun, is don't be ridiculous. This is Rocket League.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Hold up.
All right, Aoki. Well, congrats once again to your team. Good luck in the semi-finals. You guys will be duking it out on the B stream, and maybe, just maybe, we get to do this interview all over again at the end of the night.
Well, let's hope for the best. That's all I can say.
Brilliant stuff. All right, cool, man. Aoki, congrats. See you later. Maybe good luck in the next series. And there you go. Our play-ins are done. We had a sweep on the other side, so very similar to what happened last night. One of the games went all the way to game 5, and the other was a sweep. That's exactly what happened here. Critical Force, or Bravo Alpha Force getting... Is it Alpha Force? Bravo Force getting their 3-0 sweep over Gelfi, and that has earned them a spot in the semi-final on the main stream up against DSQ Viola. And as a bonus to me and to everybody else, I am going to be casting this one. So I'm looking forward to. I'm doing all the jobs tonight. I've had a crack at hosting. I've had a little opportunity to play, and now I'm going to get to host or cast in the semi-final on the stream. So let's have a look at our bracket and how we find ourselves where we are. Play-ins are now done and dusted, a thing of the past. Bravo Force 3-0 over Gelfi. Climbers 3-2 over the Jacks. And that means Viola will be playing Bravo Force right here on the main stream. And over on the B stream is going to be Jawlers versus the Climbers. So the B stream, I'm going to put the link in chat. So go over there, make sure you're following Rhino, have both streams up at the same time so you can keep tabs on it. So that's where we are. That's where we're going. We now move to best of 7, and I'll be casting this along with you, Muzz. And I had a bit of a surreal experience, Muzz, because I was getting the stream audio through the vMix, and I was rushed into play so quickly I couldn't figure out how to mute it. So I was literally hearing you and Lolly casting as I was playing. It was quite surreal. And I heard, well, you said a few things, and we'll chat about that later. But Muzz, we get to cast a semi-final.
I was going to say probably a bit too distracting, right? Because everyone's like, yeah, the car's GB's in and he's going to go ham on this team. And we're like, oh, man, way too distracting, I can imagine.
Yeah, no, listen, but I had a great time. I've just got to figure out, I'm not sure that this competitive Rocket League is for me. I'm not sure it's my bag. But we'll see when RSC Season 4 rolls around. Let's look at this semi-final. So a very confident Bravo Force sweeping in their play-ins against the top tier, top of the log, DSQ Viola.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they made a short playoffs there of Unitox Gelfi, right? 3-0, and they quickly got through here to Viola versus we saw Climbers. They took the kind of long route round to beat Dynasty Jacks here at Greybeard. And so, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a goodie. First semi-final here, best of 7. The other one there sits in a Rhino costume with Bromeo. Yeah, both BO7s, Greybeard until that grand final.
All right, give us a prediction. Muzz, what's your prediction? Who takes this?
I think Viola have to take it, right? They were first the whole way through on league play. I mean, they have to get that win, right?
All right, so you're going with them. Best of 7. Yeah. What's the series score?
I don't know. 4-2. Yeah,
4-2. 4-2 to Viola. I think we go the distance.
Okay.
I do think the team that beat us is going to take it. Team Climbers, XP Climbers are going to upset the apple cart, coming out of the middle of the table to upset the top, and I think it goes all the way 4-3 to XP Climbers. Why not? And then we can say we got beaten by the team that made it to the grand finals.
Oh boy. I mean, yeah, wishful thinking. Let's see how it goes down, right? I don't think.
Oh, sorry, I meant Bravo Force. No, what? Am I messing this up again? It's Bravo Force? Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, XP Climbers, that's my prediction for the other series. In this one, it is going to be Bravo Force who take it 4-3. My goodness, my.
You know, Greybeard, I'll tell you, I love your work ethic, right? You're predicting this series and you're predicting the other series.
I'm predicting them all. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I think, look, I don't know how much of an issue it is. I don't know if Viola have been scrimming or what they're doing to warm up, but it's kind of weird because they've been sitting waiting for this. Bravo Force are warm. They are ready to go. They like they did last night. The Critical Force team were the same. They went like a scythe through everyone before them until they got to the grand final. So I think they take that momentum and the fact that they are competitively warmed up into the semi-final.
Yeah, of course. I don't know, 3-0, maybe it's a bit of a quick one. You know, scrims typically last 1 hour. Now, when you 3-0 someone, maybe it's not as kind of warm as you'd like to be, Greybeard, but that's a-okay. Let's see on the Viola team here. Flyaway, Amiru, and Chaos. Divine, of course, moving there from Jokers to Viola. It's a good team here, Greybeard.
That's a great team. Now, Chaos though won't be playing. Their captain is not playing. Right. He's dealing with a health issue, so not here tonight. So it's going to be up to Flyaway, Amiru, and Divine. So hopefully they don't need a sub. If they do, they're going to have to pick it out of the prospect tier. If they're allowed. I'm actually not sure if the rules allow that. But a solid enough team that had got them to top of the table for the season.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's the way, right? And, you know, good 69% win rate there as well. So DSQ Viola having a crack of a season here. But can they take down Bravo Force? And let's see who those 4 players are in front of us here at Greybeard. Because, yeah, they had a stellar time there against Unitox. And a minute to gameplay, of course, in our ears here. Let's check out that Bravo Force team.
So Bravo Force is Flash, Sora, Nice Panda, and Papito. So they've had a good season, and they are a good team. They a little bit mercurial in that they did well for a while, and then they look like a solid team, and then the Jacks beat them, but back up there, and then their performance against Gelfie in that play-in series. As I said, I think they've definitely got what it takes to challenge Viola. Now it's just a question of can they put it into effect.
Yeah, 100% right. We've obviously seen Papito floating around the scene. He's in everywhere. Nice Panda as well, playing a lot of Rocket League within the scene. My eyes, I want to see what Sora and Flash are going to do here for Bravo Force Greybeard, and can they take down Viola? You said 4-3. I've said 4-2, though. I'm being the pessimist. You being the optimist. Love to see it. But yeah, of course, it's a big one, right? This is what, like sixth place versus first place or something, right? So quite a big mountain to climb.
Yeah, first place. No, Jax was 6th. Critical Force were 5th place. Yeah, so not too far off. I mean, it's a steep hill to climb, but you can't be the season champion without winning difficult matches. That's the very nature of competition. So. You know, you got to beat all who come before you, and that's their job. And so, it's quite nice being the underdog in a team because, or in a series. You know, the underdog has less. There's less fear and pressure. You know. DSQ are in a tough position. They've got a great record. They've lost only 1 series, drawn twice. 6 they have won. So they are used to winning. There's an expectation. And I know Flosi, the AGM there, he's going to be like, you know, he's absolutely expecting them to win. Whereas Critical Force are probably, they should be a bit more relaxed. Although, having just spoken to Aoki, maybe... Oh, sorry, Aoki's the other team. Never mind. You know, they should be a little bit more relaxed going into this.
We're going to see. I mean, you got nothing to lose, right? So Bravo Force, they're going in. They've come off a hot win there against Unitox Gelfie. Yeah, I suppose, like you said, Viola, big target on their back, though, right? So they've won 6 out of 9, which is great to see. And of course, the other 3, you know, draws and losses, but that's okay. Bravo Force, you know, no expectations, I suppose, as Greybeard is saying to everyone here. You're going in calm and cool and collected, and everything to win.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of an issue playing on stream is. I mean, it's been quite a weird thing for me, having been so involved with the streams and then playing on stream. And I don't know if it's different because I've been so involved in the stream, is that I didn't find that particularly bothersome. But this is a big occasion, and there is a weird thing of like, you know, it's one thing when your 2 teammates and the 3 opponents can see your terrible mistakes. It's another thing when it's kind of on display for all your contemporaries, and everybody from Rival is going to be watching the stream. So everyone's like kind of keen on what's going down here.
Listen, Greybeard, you're absolutely preaching to the choir, right? I'm jumping on stream, and my teammates are like Clerks and Dogman, and I'm like, oh yeah. I can sit deep third. I'm gonna score about 40 points. You guys do the heavy lifting, right? Yeah, stream was terrifying, but it was fun, and super blessed to have such a strong prospect team, because my goodness, were Jokers good, and yeah, I did nothing, which is great.
Yeah, I know. I know the feeling. We're better in other areas as opposed to being on the pitch. We do have so you would have seen that we got to a game and it was an empty lobby. There was a player DC. The lobby is now remade. We are underway. Early attempt at the goal from DSQ. It is saved away, and man, hostilities are underway.
Yeah, and so here we go already. Amiru, oh, looking for the dunk, maybe finding that top bin, getting kept out there, and so Bravo Force taking on DSQ Viola, and we saw Amiru almost open up our scoring here in this fabulous best-of-7 semi-final between these two outfits. Amiru again looking for a cracker, top bin, almost landing the I fly away, not Papito, sorry, he's on the other team, almost getting that one in there for Viola.
But the opening 30 seconds, it has been so aggressive from DSQ. They look like they are really hungry, really keen to score. But maybe Sora can undo things, upset the apple cart, because finally they've got some pressure. They've got an attacking opportunity, been passed into the middle, but they couldn't take advantage, and their movement forward is now thwarted, although it's going to be followed up here. Divine is in the air, gets a clear into the corner, pass into the middle, no one's there, and now there's going to be an opportunity against the Bravo Force net.
Yeah, it's just back and forth. Oh, okay, nice. I fly away. Finds the opener here for DSQ.
Yeah, well, that was, I mean, that's, I guess, justified from all of the pressure they've had. And finally, it's a long distance shot, which finds the next, and Viola find themselves in front.
Yeah, I fly away, and Amiru just kind of been battering that box there of Bravo Force Greybeard, and finally it came to fruition and they got a goal. So we got 1-0 here on the scoreboard in game 1, Viola versus Bravo Force. Amiru, can he do a bit more here? Amiru is going to run it up left-hand flanker, gets the bump, looking for more bumps as well. Is his team going to be able to drop it in? They can't. And Papito and Sora are going to kill it out. Oh, nice little long empty net.
The pinch across the field. And that goes in at 139 k's an hour, and a rocket coming off a DSQ bonnet, and we are level.
Yeah, those are the goals you want to score, right? Just everyone's empty at the net, nothing's going to happen. Good, glorious pinch goes into the back. Sora, oh, finds another one. Here we go. Bravo Force, they take the lead.
Man, oh man, Bravo and company going to be losing their minds in chat right now, because their team is in front in this critical, no pun intended, oh, who am I kidding? Pun fully intended, critical semi-final.
Yeah, they're flashy with a decent kickoff there as well, stopping it dead in the middle of the field. Papito going to be able to go up for this. Can he beat out Divine? Divine, of course, promoted there from prospect to rival. That's what can happen if you play well and your points do matter. Nice little pop-up here as well. Oh, Bravo Force, they're playing darn good at the moment there. They almost found a third. Kept our chat. DSQ under pressure. Papito gets the dunk. Oh, Flashy Boy gets the goal.
What is going on here? DSQ falling apart. What a dunk in the corner. No one gets to it. And I think Flashy might have been just as surprised that went in. And suddenly, Viola in trouble. Plenty time left, but they find themselves 2 goals to the bad.
Yeah, we kind of see the starts, Greybeard, right? Where we kind of, the top dog loses game 1, and then kind of the rest of the series, they kind of, they knuckle down and they get the dub, right? So, yeah, Viola, they can shrug this one under the carpet. Of course, tons of time of regulation left. They could still even win game 1 here as well. Amiru almost getting there past Flashy Boy. And Flashy Boy's going to play it out of his own corner here. Beats out Divine, actually. Can he get the goal? He can! It's good!
Man, what is... And this is such a turnaround, and I'm trying to pinpoint where this all happened, because the opening minute was all about Viola. They were so aggressive, pushing Bravo Force back, and after that equalizing pinch, it's just all come apart, and suddenly Bravo Force feel like they're playing this game in slow motion.
Oh, it's great to see, right? 3-goal difference here. Greybeard, Bravo Force having a stellar time here as well. We just saw that early goal coming out from a flyaway from DSQ, and just nothing since, right? Still 2 minutes of regulation, still tons of time left here, and Bravo Force are having just a cracker.
Well, tons of time left in the game, but also tons of time left in the series. Best of 7. You've got to win 4 on the trot, so you can't just come out and have one astonishingly good game. You got to have at least 2 astonishingly good ones, and then another 2 that are good enough.
Yeah, hopefully not a flash in the pan here for Bravo Force. Need to be able to take it the distance, as GB's telling us here, best of 7. But game 1 looking darn good at the moment here. What can we see from a flyaway? Nice little pump in there from Amiru. Divine, though, wants to be able to make it 2. There it is. It's good.
Man, I know the exact position that Flashy Boy, I beg your pardon, that Sora was in, is you're sitting in the middle of the net and you feel like a Tyrannosaurus Rex with these tiny arms. You can't stretch out an arm far enough to get the touch. Unfortunate there for him, but Viola not being outdone, not giving up, making sure that they stay within touching distance. And now they are with the two goal deficit, better than 3. But they've got themselves into an awkward position here. It's high and awkward in front of the net. Paps is up, but he's going to miss. And now this is a vital touch here for Flashy, who does get it.
And Bravo Force still looking good. I mean, Sora's taking it the whole way down, though, and Amiru has to be able to hold onto this ball. DSQ, they need to be able to still put in 2 more goals here. Can they do it? I fly away, able to deal with that one. Papito might be able to stop this one there in the corner. I fly away. Doesn't get a pinch to friend, though. Kept out. Oh, the defense. Oh, man. Flashy Boy.
That was heart and mouth defense, though. I mean, that was, that could have gone very, very badly. And over on the other side, XP Climbers are a game up against the Jawlers and 2-0 in game 2. So the Climbers having the best of it on the other side, while on here, the very comfortable lead for Bravo Force is rapidly evaporating as I Fly Away gets a third for his team. This is going to be a sweaty 30 seconds.
Yeah, sweaty indeed here. Already we see the 7 goals in front of us here, and Soro has to get up for it. Does have Papito underfoot, though. Can't get a touch onto that one. It would have been a decent redirect. Divine, he wants to slow play this, wants to control it, maybe get a flick over a defender. Can he do it? He can't get past Flashy Boy. The Flashy Boy, nice little bicycle save, keeping them out. And now, Bravo Force, you've got barely seconds left on the clock, though. You just need to keep them out. Just keep them at bay. Ooh. Divine, though, one more chance here for Viola. They need to... up. All right, there it is. Nothing. Done. Dead.
Well, they made it sweaty in the end. It's only a one goal win, but it was 4-1 at one stage. So Viola got themselves. They had a very dodgy patch because they conceded those 4 goals within about a 40-second period of time. It was just bang, bang, bang. So they looked really solid at the beginning. They brought it back in the final 90 seconds. So I think they've done enough to kind of reset themselves and give them the confidence that they can come and get things back on track for them in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, you look at all the shots that DSQ took as well. That Greybeard you mentioned, it just came in, that kind of war of attrition that came out. And yeah, no, if you are Bravo Force, you need to keep it clean then defense, because you just allowed far too many in those dying seconds. And I think, maybe if DSQ had, another 25 seconds there, they could have sent it to OT.
Well, yeah, a high-scoring game, 7 goals, which is quite a few. We did see some high-scoring games last night, but the high-scoring games last night tended to be dominating wins, where you sort of had 5, 6, 7 goals against sort of 2-3 goals. So this a really close high-scoring game. So a little bit of work to do on either side in defense to keep it tight. And I predict often these high-scoring games are followed by pretty low-scoring games. So I'm reckoning a 2-1 in this series, in this game. I'm not sure who gets the 2. But I think we'll see a much lower game, lower scoring game, as both teams look to tighten up their defense.
Yeah, true. You don't usually see kind of that absolute firecrack of a game come out that gets after it there. All right, so what are we going to see here from Bravo Force? Can they open the scoring again? Can Papito get the donkey as well? Doesn't get the floor pinch though. Mira keeping it out, and DSQ showing us that defense that we know them for. Sora as well, disarming all of the possession there from DSQ. And again, Bravo Force doing such a stellar job there at the back, just holding onto this ball. Again, Flashy Boy punting it out here, and they're not conceding just yet.
Very loose game so far. It's been kind of end-to-end, the long distance clears. Teams on the other side picking it up and going for a long distance clear themselves. Sora somewhere between a shot and a pass. Neither comes off really, and now they're going to have to scramble back. The first attempt at a passing play, and now Sora looking for Papito. He gets it high into the net, into the ceiling. Flashy can't get the rebound down off as it's cleared away, but Viola are under pressure. Another pop looking to pass in front. Another forward play is broken down. But of the first two in the opening 60, 70 seconds, Bravo Force the brighter of the two.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Papito there taking a shot as well and almost getting that early goal for Bravo Force as well. Sora, he's going to have a crack at it as well. And just so many shots here being put on by Bravo Force as well. They can't beat out Papito. He's the strong captain at the back there. DSQ not able to score just yet. Maybe an opportunity. Fly away. He's going to be able to control this one. Needs to slow it down. Sora almost jumping into the face there of a flyaway. And almost getting that opener for Bravo Force, but everyone kept at bay at the moment here. GB 0 on our scoreboard.
Double. 0 on the clock. I thought you were going to be undone as you were saying it, but it wasn't to be. It's now loose into the middle. Who gets there first? It's heading toward the Viola net, picked up by Flyaway. His first touch a little heavy, so he is dispossessed and now awkward. In front of their net, there's going to be another shot. Pepito heads it toward the net, gets the dunk, but it squeezes out wide.
Oh boy, you called it. Low scoring game. This is it, Gravebeard. This is the low scoring game. I don't know if you wanted it, but you've definitely called it, right? Divine had to make that save on the near post as well. So again, doing good work here for DSQ. I fly away. Can't beat out Flashy Boy. Amiru has to go up for this one. Sora as well, just waiting patiently to see what's going to come of it. Papito, can he get a play out to Sora? Should be able to get a second touch. He can't though. I fly away. Maybe he's looking for a buddy. Can Divine take a crack at it? He can't. Flashy Boy's keeping him out, and so far so good.
Yeah, that was some interesting defending. A couple of lucky touches there. A really good bump in the air to get an attacking player out. Nice flick over. Sora gets it over. It's an open net and he finds it. Wonderful solo play from Sora. Will get Critical Force, Bravo Force in front by 1.
Oh my goodness. Did he beat out 2 defenders just like that? Flick over 1, flick over 2, goes the whole way. Nice little just roly-polies across the whole field here, Greybeard, to get that goal.
Sora doing magic work there. Amiru, though, trying to get one back on his reunionese compatriot as it's popped into the middle, but to no one in particular, and Pepito's not going to be happy with that, making things very awkward. Nearly the wildest of own goals. They survive for now.
Survive for now. 90 seconds remaining on the clock here. Bravo Force still holding good. They're 1 up at the moment. They're through that Sora goal. And DSQ Viola. I don't think anyone's expecting the #1 seed here to take the L, but things looking pretty good for Critical Force at the moment there. Shots coming in. Tipped out by the woodwork. Divine can't sink it.
That could be a series turning miss there. He had a wide open net and he bangs the crossbar. Oh dear, but it is pressure. Bravo Force looking for all of their luck here. They're looking a little fragile, a little bit iffy in defense. They survive for now, but it is Viola with yet another attack. Amiru looking to pass it in the middle. It heads out into the midfield. Fly away, looks for the flip reset. Amiru comes in, shoots and scores.
Oh, and that's definitely the brace that DSQ Viola needed here as well through our Flyaway and Amiris. A good little pop down, gets the second man as well, gets over Pepito's head there, and they get the equalizer. 44 remaining here at Greybeard. Enough time to finally get one of these two teams through to a W and claim game number 2. Maybe we're going to see an OT. We're going to see what happens from Pepito. Can he sink it? He can. It's good.
The delicate redirect. This was magnificent off the kickoff. Pepito goes up and just gives it a little kiss into the bottom left. And it is 2-1 with 40 seconds left to fight.
Oh, the softest and slowest 40-kilometer-hour goal there from Pepito, but it doesn't matter. It counts. Oh, here's another one. Oh, Sora might make it a third, but he doesn't, though. Kept out, though. Bravo Force might be able to make this 2-0 in the series as well. They just need to hold on to this 1-goal lead here, people. And it's close, I'll tell you that much at DSQ Viola. They're sending a nice long field ball all the way down, though. But is it going to matter too much, I wonder?
The great thing about the best of 7, of course, is that you're not at panic stations when you go down 2-0. It's not like the best of 5 where, you know, you're 2 games down and it's reverse sweep time. You have to win 3 in a row. You're a little bit panicked. It's not quite like that in best of 7, but having said that, it does mean game 3 is going to be huge for DSQ because Critical Force do have the 2-0 and they have the opportunity to take it to semi-final point. And there you see Papito, the MVP for Critical Force with 414 points and only 2 demos, but no demos at all from DSQ.
Yeah, everything else kind of looking even Stevens as well. We look at the ball touches, the assists, the points here, everything kind of straight down the middle there, Greybeard. But at the end of the day, though, those goals, they matter most for Bravo Force. Again, upsetting here, Viola, our number 1 seed. You say, yeah, best of 7, it's a long haul, right? But you're already 2-0 up in the series. That counts a lot.
And we got all the franchise management in chat. We got Flosi from DSQ. We got Nations from DSQ. We got Bruv from Critical Force. So yeah, they're in the chat following proceedings nervously. And Flosi, who has done incredibly well in terms of managing things over the course of the season. The DSQ did finish top of the franchise standings, pipping out Dynasty by a single game, but being number 1 nonetheless. And now it's a sweat fest for them. Their number 1 team in the rival tier may possibly go out in the semi-finals, but no doubt they'll be looking to turn it around right here, right now in Game 3.
Right, this is it. DSQ Viola need to put on the big boy pants, pick yourselves up by your bootstraps and see what's going to happen. Flashy boy, though, already looking for that opening goal. And Papito sending it wide out to Sora. Can we see what this offense is going to look like from Bravo Force? But Amiru doing that good defensive work. They're keeping them out, keeping them at bay. Maybe a bit of a repeat of Game 2 start where it's just kind of that back and forth scrappiness.
Yeah, but this is building Bravo Force pressure, and if they score first here, they will be looking really good. It was a 1v1 for a moment. Paps does very well to get it cleared, and Amiru's going to have 0 boost to follow that up, but they do keep it there and thereabouts. And Divine looking for a touch into the middle. Flashy boy having none of it. Getting the clear. Here comes last game's MVP, Papito. Makes it awkward at least, but they do get it out. And once again, it's a 1v1 and very awkward. Papito has turned back toward net. I don't think he's done enough. Amiru's going to get the opener for DSQ.
Yeah, and this is going to matter a lot here for DSQ Viola, right? I don't think we've seen them get any openers from Game 1 or Game 2, and so this is a first through Amiru, and so they need to hold on to this lead, even extend this lead here, Greybeard, but that's a good start.
They're off. Kickoff number 2. Good opening when they might get a chance for a second. Important touch away to make sure it doesn't become a brace immediately from kickoff.
Now we're going to see, we know Bravo Force have got a lot of fight in them. We've seen what Papito, Flashy Boy, and Sora can do. Ooh, almost a long one, but Divine has to cut it out. Good play, though, on that halfway line. But Sora's going to send it into an open net, and there it is. There's the counter already.
And now I'm trying to see here what happened to the defense. Oh, I fly away. Third man. He committed. He brought the entire kitchen with him for that play, and he didn't make it to the aerial, and they were dead to rights. It is 1-1. A defensive mistake there. Rotational mistake, and they're going to pay for it twice. Not too long after kickoff. Bang, bang. An early Viola lead has been undone. They find themselves a goal behind. Bravo Force back in charge.
Oh, can I tell you, Greybeard, when the defense is scrappy and Divine has to try control that ball when he brings it down, but Papito challenges early and wins that 50 to get that goal and puts Bravo Force ahead here by 1. Things looking a bit sticky here at the back for DSQ Viola. Papito almost finding a third there. Just they seem to be supercharged. They seem to be on fire here, Greybeard, playing this number 1 siege, and they're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, Papito looks like he's in a hurry. He wants to get this job done. He's all over the place. Here he goes again. Can't quite get the ball forward as much as he wants. There's a little bit of, Divine needed better control of his car to pick that up off the side wall. It's now pretty much a midfield game for the time being. Bravo Force will be quite happy with that. Viola need to force things forward as they're forced to do some defense, which is done and done very well. Flashy, there's been a bit of a double commit. I know this might break down their attack forward. Indeed it does. Sora backwards to the ball, defends manfully.
Yeah, I mean, just the defense of Bravo Force is incredible, especially Sora. They're just able to withstand any kind of onslaught here. Coming out, Divine almost able to pick that one out of nothing, but got the miss though in the whiff, and I don't know, DSQ Viola, they need to be able to hold a bit more onto those ones, Greybeard, and at least try get a shot on, if not sink them.
Yeah, and I know that sort of panicky time where you're desperate to get control of the game, and it often leads to just hitting the ball away and not controlling it. And generally speaking, the teams, Rival is at that stage where the teams that look to control the ball more and get good at controlling and keeping possession do better. But Amiro does find a way to level up the series.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Flyaway taking this one the whole way across the bend and then going straight for the bump and plays, trying to clear any of those defenders out of the way. And Amiru finds that second already. 4 goals here in this game 3. It's a biggie, of course. It's the rival tier, so it's going to be great. Flyaway looking for a bit more. Sora might be open here. Can he get... Oh, he can't beat it into the bottom net, though. That's still popped to Flashy Boy, though. And so Bravo Forster, they're just finding his opportunities here where they're able to get that chink in the armor. Almost.
A minute 40 to go. We are leveled, and it is far more important for Viola to win here. Having said that, though, Bravo Force don't want to be giving up momentum, because if Viola can find their confidence through a bit of momentum, they will become more and more dangerous as the series goes on. So if they do win here, it would not surprise me at all. Oh, bang! And they do go 3-2 in front. Through a demo play, Flyaway will get himself a goal. Look at that play from Divine, removing the last defender. And now Viola looking a little more dangerous.
Yeah, finally those physical plays with those bump and plays are great, but are just paying dividends here for DSQ and Divine getting that very important demo on the last defender so they could score. Up by 1 here. Of course, we know Bravo Force, they're always capable of bringing things back here, through the Sora, usually making a menace of himself up front there and shooting for critical force. What can they do here? It's going to be
big defending to do.
Back. He's able to clear that one.
Oh, very loose attempt at a clear is going to give Viola another crack at the net. It's heading toward. Sora will be there to make sure it goes away. Papito, if he can get a touch here, it might be a scoring opportunity, but Divine does enough just to keep it trapped in the midfield and prevent Bravo Force from steaming forward.
Flashy Boy, a bit of a soft one as well, but they take that opportunity, Greybeard, to try and get on the scoreboard. And obviously, only 28 of regulation remaining here. Bravo Force, try force the OT, try get something together here. Miru, he's going to have players infield. He might be able just to play to himself as well. Doesn't get that second touch though. Flyaway and Divine just maybe up a bit too higher. Bravo Force, can they take that opportunity in that lackluster defense here? But I think the clock's ticking down a bit too much here for Bravo Force to be able to find this OT buzzer beat. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the case.
Last chance saloon here. The ball is going to bounce. No, they keep it up, but not up enough. And there we go. DSQ Viola will not go quietly. They put up a fight. They bring one back. And this may well be the comeback for Viola this time. Flyaway is the MVP. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 saves and a demo. 0 demos last game, 5 this game. So they turned it around there. Only 2 for the Critical Force team, and it's 2-1. So suddenly not as comfortable as it was a game ago for Bravo Force.
Yeah, the physicality here coming out from DSQ, you love to see it, right? We saw Divine get that very important demo in the box earlier. And as you mentioned, the 5 demos up from 0 there in game 2. And so heading already to game 4 here. And Greybeard, you wanted it to go the distance. You said 4 and 3. We're looking like it. Things are looking like it could be deep.
Well, it all comes down. Well, it doesn't all come down, but this becomes quite a critical game. Critical for both sides, because Bravo Force can, if Bravo can get out there, take this game, it puts them on semi-final point. But from a mentality point of view, a confidence point of view, DSQ want to take this game. They want to go out in game 5 on level terms. So on Forbidden Temple, huge work for both here, but more importantly for Viola.
Yeah, it's going to be very important here for DSQ to try to get the equalizer, folks. They need to beat Bravo Force here on Forbidden Temple. And already I fly away trying to control that ball. So is Papito. Papito maybe he's going to be able to bring it down. Waterfall, he can't do so. I think he actually saved Sora's goal though, an attempt. That's not going to work.
Well, it means we are still level. Sora gets a dispossession, follows it, can't get the dunk in the middle, but now it's going to get brought back. Amiro very low on boost, but does get possession, flicks it forward, and does magnificently to break down any attempt. And Flyway is going to have a shot on net. It's on target and he scores!
All right, there we go. Again, an opener. Game 3 and Game 4 now openers from DSQ Viola and Flyaway beating up Papito there. Flashy Boy as well can't get to the save there. Nice little Vitality goal explosion, Greybeard and DSQ up by 1.
Importantly, but it is inside the first minute. Maybe a kickoff goal in the offing here. Sora is up. He's going to send it forward. He looks to follow. He might just run out of boost. He does get another touch on it. Papito, no, he's not going to have time. It's over him. And now there's work to be done on the goal line, and Paps does it well.
Yeah, Papito been really running things from the front here for the Bravo Force side, just doing a stellar job of it there as well, backed up by Sora. Sora now talking of him. Maybe he's going to be getting an opener. There it is. It's good. It's good. It's good.
And we are back on level terms inside. Well, just over the first minute. Bang, bang, 1-1, and neither can assert dominance, neither wanting to submit.
Yeah, no, that's not the story of tonight, Greybeard. No one is going down without a fight chance. Sora, and we know Bravo Force able to always get a counter within quick succession. There's Sora maybe looking for another one as well. Can he pop it over Amiro? He can't though. Does he have a second man in Flashy Boy? He does. Okay, it's good.
And we've seen this a few times. We saw it in the last game, in fact, where Viola had the early lead and then conceded 2 within about sort of 20-30 seconds. They did manage to turn it around last game. They're going to have to do it again. And that'll be a little frustrating to them that they're giving up goals after having a lead and finding themselves chasing the game.
Just those kind of moments when you lose your concentration and you possibly double commit in defense, Greybeard, and allowing Bravo Force to squeak one in, it's important. And so we said DSQ Viola have to win here on Forbidden Temple just to equalize the series score here. Divine taking a shot though. It's good. It's our Flyaway. He's going to find the second.
But look at this build-up play. All the work being done by Divine here. Gets it forward, low boost, the flip into the ball so it bounces out from the back wall. And our Flyaway just needs to get it bang on target. And he does that with aplomb. 2-2. The fight continues.
And of course, Divine went straight in for the bump play as well, right? So just again, that physicality coming out big for DSQ.
Shot toward net. Very loose in the middle. No one's there. Someone needs to get their shot on. Bang! Flashy! We'll put Bravo Force back in front.
Oh, and as the pendulum swings here, Greybeard, it's back and forth. 5 on our scoreboard. Flashy Boy, I think it's the first time he's got his name on the scoreboard in terms of goals here as well. So everyone doing their bit here for Bravo Force. And up again by 1.
The Swindulum pings. Oh, I thought that was going to be the insta return. It might still be. Sora's up. Big pre-jump. And man controls it very well to get in front of it. And now Flashy Boy, long hopeful ball forward. And suddenly, Viola looked a bit awkward for a moment, but Amiru does very well to get it at least to the halfway line. Divine picks it up, looking for a pass into the middle, doesn't get it. Our Flyaway will keep it there and thereabouts. But here comes Sora. Sora is having a banger of a series. Oh, he's going all the way, looks for the double. Oh, and he was so close to being the hero of the night.
Just Papito needed that second one off the backboard as well, but it wasn't meant to be. And so Bravo Force not going to be able to put in a fourth right now, though, unless Sora's got something to say about it. It's going to be just a tad too high there onto that crossbar. Counter here from Divine. Can they mount something? It's going to go all the way down to the corner. Flashy Boy has to keep it out. Big bumps here onto Sora as well. DSQ, that physical game coming out again. A bit of an awkward touch from them. Miru, though, not able to sink it. And still, they're going to trail. Papito, can he get the double there? Can someone get a touch on this, though? It's not going to be good for them.
We just needed a Bravo Force player there for the tap-in, but both had gone back, maybe low on boost, maybe hadn't worked their way forward. Pepito suddenly makes his team very awkward, saved by Flashy Boy. And Flashy Boy can't get his other touch on it. Pepito dives, leaves Sora alone at the back. But Sora good enough to keep it defended.
And things looking pretty good here for Bravo Force at the moment. I think DSQ, Viola, they're feeling the sweats coming down the brow at the moment here. Grabby at Sora doing, as you mentioned, a stellar job for them. He's going to run this up the side. He's going to have an attempt to, but a flyaway beats him. A mirror there, looking for the touch. Can he find a man infield? He's got Divine. There it is.
And finally, all of that pressure, the Bravo Force defense breaks down. It was a struggle. Pepito had boost, but he made himself so awkward. And there we go, back to level terms. Another high-scoring game. 7 goals in game 1, 6 in game 2, and there will have to be a minimum of 7 goals in this game. And over on the other side, XP have swept. XP have swept the Jawlers.
All right.
Over on the other side. And yeah, XP Climbers find themselves in the grand finals, waiting to meet the winner of this series.
Well, I think, Grabbit, if it's going to be an evening of upsets, then of course Bravo Force just have to beat DSQ here. But Amiru, he's not going to make that happen. He wants to force us the whole way here. He's going to find a fourth. It's a great one.
Amira, he's been all over it this game. 15 seconds to go. DSQ should have this one, but it comes down to this kickoff. A big kickoff here, and it goes in favor of Viola. Although the pass to Sora. Sora's not going to get it, so Pepito will follow it up himself. Now into the middle, the last 6 seconds. All Viola have to do is get it over to the other side. They do that. The clock has run down. I don't know that they can keep it up. They're going to try. Sora can't keep it up, and we have a level series.
Oh, there we go. Fans at home, chat is going crazy. Everyone is loving this. It's going the distance. It's not going to be as easy as Climbers' victory here. Viola are going to make Bravo Force work for it.
Ooh, okay. Well, we have... I'm feeling pretty good about the Jacks, I gotta say. We took the Climbers all the way to game 5. They've just swept the number 2 team of the Jawlers. So yeah, if we had gotten better earlier in the season, we might have done better. But let's talk about what's in front of us. We have a level series, DSQ against Critical Force. And things are fully balanced. The best of 7 is now just a best of 3.
Yeah, whittling down that defense that DSQ Viola did. And of course, you know, again, a lot of the bumps are coming in the box there. Grabbeard, Divine bumping in the box, Amiru bumping in the box. You mentioned a flyaway had a demo. They always make a pass around the bend, go straight for a bump or demo, and they just understand if you can clear out the box, you will have a teammate score.
And I think for Critical Force, Sora has had a great series. Pepito had a couple of good games. And I think if the two of them can try and approach peak in this game 5, they may well just have it. But in the meantime, iFlyaway and Divine with his setup plays. Look at this. Look at this. iFlyaway 3-4 seconds into the game. And Viola, this is their earliest lead by far.
There we go. First opening 4 seconds and a flyaway straight from the kickoff gets a stellar goal. And that's exactly what we need. Sora, I agree with you. He needs to be my series MVP. He's been doing incredibly well. And if history repeats itself here, then Bravo Force should be able to get a nice, quick rebuttal. Is it going to happen? Pepito sends it all the way downfield. Amira, though, pops it over. Can they get the redirect? They can't, though. Amira catches it from the corner. They're going to be able to hold on to this position, can they? Sora punches it out over that midway line, a flyaway holding on to the ball. That Divine, though, nice little catch from the corner. He's going to run it up this right-hand side here. Can't get that Musty, though, and the flick, though. But what can we see from this DSQ side?
Well, howdy to all the viewers who were watching Rhino's stream. Rhino, thank you for running the B stream there. It looked like you had easy work tonight, 2 sweeps. Yeah, good stuff. Welcome in, guys, and this is the winner of this series, waiting to play an XP team who are looking very, very dangerous.
Yeah, looking dangerous indeed. Yeah, DSQ holding on to very small, tiny lead here, Greybeard, and we don't want to jinx anything, but we know exactly how these games have gone. I fly away. Is he going to get over anyone? Bumps coming out there from Divine. Papito has to look for the action. He's not going to get any Psycho, but he's going to try hold on to the ball. Sora goes up, Freddy boxes out Amiru though. Let's have Divine waiting in the wings, just seeing if he can get onto any form of a scrappy ball. And so defensive plays here coming out from Bravo Force. Papito's up, Sora was up. Flashy Boy's also wait and see what's going to happen. He's going to be able to send this one wide though. Keeping out DSQ now just for a smidge.
Now, what Viola have done very well is 2 games before they've taken a relatively early lead, but then they've conceded pretty quickly to go behind. They scored inside the first 4 seconds. They've been able to hold on to that lead for just about 2 minutes and counting, and may extend here. Divine looking to pop it over Sora, but Sora's having the kind of series where you're not going to pop it over him too easily. Papito pops it high in the air. Flashy Boy follows, gets 1 touch, gets 2 touches, but he is intercepted by, of course, Amiru.
Yeah, things looking good here for Bravo Force. Papito having a shot there again, having a crack at it, seeing what he can do. Papito, absolutely blasted and demoed there by Divine. And so you thought Papito's going to be able to hold on to things there. But Flashy Boy running it the whole way up. You mentioned Sora. Sora not able to get that shot on goal. Almost an attempt here. Divine can he get over to Papito. Papito, of course, the respawn at the back though. And so not going to allow Divine to do any dangerous work. They're not on his watch. But Papito, again, sending that ball goal with... a flyaway though, just absolutely through the smoke, gets a goal.
And yeah, through the smoke, we didn't see, but the demo, Papito gets demoed before he's able to make any contact on the ball. Our flyaway gets his second of the game, putting them 2-0 in front. And Viola, after a shaky start, going down 2 games in the series, are poised to take a 1-game lead going into Neo Tokyo.
Yeah, well, games 1 and 2 controlled incredibly well by Bravo Force, and of course now DSQ flexing those muscles, of course, that you would have as the #1 seed, Greybeard. 2 on the trot here. They are poised to take a 3rd on the trot as well. We're going to see what happens, of course, the remainder of this game here. Papito is holding on to the ball, though, nothing too convincing. He's popped it off to Flashy Boy. Flashy Boy, nice little goal shot there, but kept out by Aya. Flyaway. Divine, though, can you do something with it? Can a Flyaway do something with it? Nice little pass off to Divine, though, but Divine not able to get that shot from the left-hand side there into the top bins, and Amiru as well, controlling the ball. It's loose for Papito. Can he do something with it? Oh, no!
Man, oh man, no team has been shut out in this series. And Bravo Force poised to be the first team to be shut out in a game as they struggle to score a goal. There's an open net. He needs a... Oh, he's got no boost. He tries to go. The shot! Oh, what a save from our flyaway. Absolute MVP for this game. Scoring 2 goals and a huge clutch save.
And you talk about the shutouts, yeah, but I can tell you Bravo Force are fighting tooth and nail to try to do something with it there. Papito almost finding that opener, but Amiru, he's looking for action. So is Divine, though. They're testing the waters, though. Kept up by Flashy Boy at the moment, and so Bravo Force live to fight again. Flashy Boy round the bend. Papito's there waiting. He's waiting. It's good. It's bottom corner.
Well, the shutout is not going to happen. No team has been shut out this series, and that trend continues. Divine, heavy touch. Papito says, Muchos gracias, and taps it in.
There it is. 41 seconds. Can we see something come out from Bravo Force? Send us to a first OT of this semi-final, of course. And Sora, the man who can be clutch in the front here for Bravo Force. Flashy Boy, Sora, Papito, they're all on the same side of the net of the field, though. Oh, almost Papito finding the dunk, almost finding the equalizer. Now a flyaway counter-attack here for DSQ. This is going to be good, though. Kept up by Sora. He's going to play it here from the corner and beat out any intentions there from a flyaway. Amiru as well was waiting under the wings with 0 in the tank, though. I think only a flyaway seems to have boost here on the side of DSQ. Papito's also going up with nothing, but the clock's ticking down. They need to score now. They need to take the opportunities.
0 second. It is not to be. And Viola are on semi-final point going to Neo Tokyo.
Well, at least, Greybeard, one of us is going to be right with his predictions. We go in the distance, as you said, which is fantastic. And as you mentioned there, our flyaway, our match, or at least the game MVP, the 5-0-1 with the 2 goals.
And scoring more than his teammates combined. So what a performance from him. The 2 goals, the 2 saves, the 3 demos, the 41 ball touches. Man, he was involved everywhere, and he has taken his team to a series point. Bravo Force certainly not out of it, but after a very bright start, those 2 games, it looked like they may just do it, but that 1 goal loss in game 3 completely shifted things. Suddenly, Viola with a bit more confidence, enough confidence to find themselves here a game ahead.
Yeah, no, it's swinging on those small moments, as you usually say, Greybeard. And Bravo Force, they're always able to bring it back every now and again. But yeah, just ultimate control here in Game 5 there from DSQ Viola. And as you mentioned, iFlyaway having a stellar time of it as well. So as we head into game number 6, can Bravo Force, do they still have that gumption and resilience to bring it back? Or do we see the closeout and the shutout from that number 1 seed, Viola? It's a big one, series point ahead of us.
And has been a timeout called by Bravo in a best of 7. There is a timeout available to both teams where they can take an extra minute to kind of calm the nerves, get themselves reset and refocused. And according to Bromeo, who was casting the other semi-final, the sweep from the Climbers, says he's got to get some clips pulled because there were some incredible goals from the XP Climbers. So they are waiting for the winner of this series, and if they can bring some of that magic into the grand final, we will get to witness some of it ourselves. So Bravo taking the timeout. They started fantastically. They took the first 2 games. They've now lost 3 on a trot, and that does put you in. It's very easy to slip into a little bit of a mental black hole, and hopefully with the timeout they take the minute, get themselves reset, and come out in game 6 the way they came out in games 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think just kind of small little moments where we see Bravo Force triple committed on the same side, not finding those passing plays to each other again, maybe a bit too high up on the field as well, just allowing DSQ to bring it back and get those long goals we've seen from them. Yeah, Sora scored like that, I think only once, but now, of course, a flyaway, a Miru Divine having such a good time of, the chinks in that Bravo Force defense and armor here, Greybeard. And so, yeah, 3, 4, and 5 back-to-back. They got the wins. They're looking here for 6 on Neo Tokyo as well. Yeah, Bravo Force, give us that game 1 and 2. We need it. We just want to see that Sora magic up front again, but they seem to have shut down Sora.
Well, Muzz, your prediction stands or falls in this game. If DSQ Viola go on to win it, you are bang on. If Bravo Force win, then it'll only be my prediction that'll still be on the table. And a very bright, very early start from Bravo. They head there and thereabouts, but now they all retreat. I think the boost situation fairly low. Papito takes it high. Divine will get a touch off the backboard, followed by Saurus, and saved by who other than iFlyaway.
Oh, and just talking about Sora, there's no one else that's going to be opening up the scoring here for Bravo Force, of course, and Sora, but iFlyaway keeping them out, keeping them at bay here. Okay, there it is. Sora gets the opener.
Yeah, and you were calling for it, Muzz, and there he is. He had a shot just moments ago. Now puts himself in the right spot at an acute angle, and iFlyaway was there to save it again, but he just couldn't close the gap enough. And Bravo Force, for the first time in 4 games, have the opening lead.
Yeah, well, this is it, right? Everyone wins if either of these teams wins. Of course, Rocket League wins, right? And that's the way to go. Yeah, Sora is running all the way up, down. He does have Papito for a nice little pop-off as well. Whew. And Amira had to get into the face of that one to make a save.
And the equation, pretty simple from here, is don't concede. If Bravo Force don't concede, they will be going to Champions Field. Easy peasy, Muzz.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's it, right? Just don't concede. Of course, Flyaway is going to do a stellar job. He's going to score 500 points again. Just don't concede. That's all it is.
Well, they're doing some defending. And not great defending here for the moment. Sora on the back wall trying to look for an angled pass in, maybe even a shot on the net, but the ball doesn't come to him. And now there's work to do on the other side. Pepito gets half a clear. There's been a whiff. Might open something, but then Flashy misses it completely. Pepito trying to bring it round from the corner. Doesn't have the boost or the control to get the pass in front, but a period of Bravo Force pressure building here. Only one in net. A boostless Amiru does enough to at least buy some time for his teammates to pick up a bit of boost and rotate back into possession.
And a flyaway is going to look for the bump, does get that demo onto Sora, and so can we see anything being put together here by DSQ? Divine underfoot, oh, doesn't get a touch though. Sora keeping it out, and just when you think DSQ are going to mount some offensive pressure together, of course Bravo Force is going to be able to keep you out. A flyaway looking for the dunk though, kept out by none other than Captain Fantastic Pepito. Divine, Soru looking for the action there, just this active defense here looking so darn good here from Bravo Force. Again, Flashy Boy keep them out. We want to see that clutch goal as well come out from Flashy Boy. I think, when did he only score? Maybe game 2, I think it was, game 3. Haven't seen too much come out from Flashy Boy, but I know he's going to be able to score the winner today.
I fly away. Surely he scores here. No. Flashy Boy, you're just talking about him, gets in front of it. Very awkward. And Divine will level it up.
Nope, DSQ not going to be down for too long here. Amira makes the pass all the way out to Divine. Just the miscomms and the misplays there from Bravo Force, not able to make the saves though. Not too sure why it was so awkward. I'm not sure who was on that back post, maybe Pepito, and just allowing Divine there to sneak that one into that bottom 90.
Nice pass forward. Sora gets rid of one, but loses possession of the ball in the meantime. This is right in front. Pepito has a chance, and Amiru will get in front. They come back to Bravo Force, trying to make something happen. Very awkward in front of the net. There's been a bump. They can't get the angle. Flies underneath it, and now DSQ Viola will have a chance to clear it forward.
Pepito still running it. I don't know if he's holding onto this ball. He's just juggling with it. Doesn't seem to want to grab onto it.
Big trouble. Big trouble.
Yeah, big trouble. Maybe Divine, Flash Boy, going to be able to clear that one. It's still good for Bravo Force as well. Long ball. Long ball. Just kept out, and you thought Sora was going to be able to get the second.
And now it's sort of long ball Rocket League once more. But now I fly away, trying to get there with the air dribble. Pepito has his 1v2 for the moment. Can't get the pass in. It goes to the corner, but they will have an opportunity to get it down in front. Divine has to clear it via his own goal face, but it does bounce from there into the corner safely.
Oh, just attempts are coming up from DSQ Viola, right, but nothing too overly convincing at the moment. Bravo Force able just to keep them at bay, hold on to this ball. Pepito, he's up for it as well. That we might get that OT that everyone's been begging for here in the series, of course, on Neo Tokyo. Flash Boy out to the corner. I don't know if that's going to be an awkward play, though. Possession straight into DSQ's hands, though, and Sora had to make the save there, of course, from a flyaway. Maybe Sora to get it over. Can he almost? Oh, just onto that crossbar.
High Flyway doing wonderful work in defense once more. Clutch save. He's made so many of them throughout the series, and we are firmly in golden goal territory. If during regulation, the next goal here is probably the winner, and but there's a sense of inevitability about that overtime to decide either the series winner or whether we go to Champions Field to do it all over again. Just 10 seconds remain now. We're into the final countdown. It's high and awkward in front of the Bravo Force net. It's cleared, but how far? Here comes Divine. He's dunked. Sora should get this away. He's okay, the bounce ensures our first overtime. And given how tense the series has been between these two, is this going to go right off kickoff? It is! It's disaster for Critical Force. DSQ Viola will go through to the grand finals, all of 4 seconds of overtime.
Oh my word, here, Greybeard. We got blessed with this OT. It lasted a whole 4 seconds of flyaway. It said, let's get rid of this series, right? It's gone on too long, right? We've been pressured and pushed by Bravo Force, but that's it. DSQ Viola, they will take on XP Climbers in that final.
And your prediction is bang on, 4-2 to DSQ Viola. And I would have said if Critical Force had gone on to win, probably Sora the MVP. But my money's on iFlyaware. We'll see in a moment as we have a look at some of the banging goals throughout the series. And we'll see in the first two games, high-scoring opening game. 4-3 it was, 7 in the opener. So each side having a chance to bang home some goals. And we see some of the good ones here as Pepito looked so good in games 1 and 2 and then fell off a little bit, wasn't able to replicate those outstanding performances, but had wonderful goals in games 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, Bravo Force, they definitely played incredibly well. Just, they beat out Unitox 3-0. They said, I want to get straight into the semifinals here. Then they had such a good run here against DSQ, Viola as well, Greybeard. And again, we saw Sora from the front, Pepito from the front, just holding their own in those games 1 and 2, went so incredibly well for them. But as you mentioned, iFlyaware. He said, no, I'm having none of that nonsense. Let's close things out here. You see Amiri looking for that bumping play as well. That was just seemed to be the whole strategy for Viola tonight. Can I bump or demo a defender, Divine and Amiri? That seemed to be just the task they had tonight. Clear the box, let someone score. That's all you need to do.
26 goals in the series. I mean, it was a goal-scoring fiesta. And very different from last night. I mean, we had the sweep on the one side. Last night, both semi-finals were a sweep. A sweep on one side tonight, but not here. 6 games. And what a series it was. And after those first 2, I was convinced that Bravo Force would do it. But it is iFlyaware who is the series MVP. Comes as no surprise. 8 goals and 10 saves. 5 demos, which he got in the course of 2 games. He only got demos in 2 games, but man, oh man, what a series he had. Congratulations to iFlyaware. Thoroughly deserved from him. And DSQ winning their 4 games on the trot. After going down 2 to Bravo Force, they came back in games 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Brad will be a little disappointed. I'm sure Flosie's going to be strutting around a little.
I mean, look at that ball position alone there, Greybeard. I just love it, right? 50-50. It tells you how incredible the series was. Everyone was on that ball. Everyone was making attempts. We saw game 1 and 2 going to Bravo Force, but the 50-50 ball possession. I mean, a lot of these stats, just, straight down the middle, right? Field dom, boost consumption. It was an absolute bloodbath on that field. A pity we didn't get Champions Field.
Yeah, well, they did enough certainly there. And now DSQ Viola are going to go forward to meet a really dangerous looking XP side who have not lost since the play-ins, when they lost to my team, the Jacks, back in that best of 5. But what a banger of a series they had. But it looks like they started off slow and have just been getting better and better and better. But they've been waiting in the wings. Now we're just going to see if we can get an interview for someone from DSQ. There's no one on the team who has a camera, sadly, so it'll be voice only if we can get them there. So we're going to see who we can get. But in the meantime, we now have our grand finals settled. And I don't know how you're feeling about how that looks there, and if you'd venture a prediction. Same as last night, only one of the top 2 teams has made it through to the grand finals.
I mean, I almost thought there was going to be a big evening of upsets, right? We saw the Jollers go down to Climbers, and we almost then saw Bravo Force take down DSQ here. But DSQ, of course, that number 1 seed, they were not going to allow that to happen here. So, of course, Climbers and Viola here, Greybeard, the prediction. I mean, XP Climbers, right? Like, how much copium do they have? Do we dare give a Climbers win just because they're having such a good run at the moment? I mean, I don't know, is that fair?
Yeah, I don't think that's problematic. So Well, it all comes. Who's going to have the big moments? Who's going to clutch out in the big moments? We're going to find out shortly. But Muzz, thank you very much. A banger of a series. Glad to have done it with you. But you can now kick back and watch the grand final, which will be coming up very shortly. So we're going to bring on our big casters for the final. The grand final. So Greybeard's here twice, and I gotta say, of the two Greybeards, one of them is far better looking than the other. I just want to point that out. But yeah, Bromeo, tell us about the other series. You came with glowing reports in the Discord chat.
It was absolutely wild. I couldn't handle that game at all. It was a 4-0 sweep to XP Climbers over Order of Oaks Jawlers, but it was an incredible game because there were some team goals that I'm certainly hoping we'll get to see a little bit later at the very least. But the way that XP played, it just seemed inevitable.
Inevitable. That's the word I didn't hear. You cut out there at the critical moment. So, Lolly, based on what Bromeo has just said, and what you've seen in the series we had on the mainstream, what's your feeling going into this grand final?
No Maiden is cooking, and he is cooking hard. There were some phenomenal plays. There were stuff from pre-jump redirects to some phenomenal double taps, tons of redirects from the Maiden. I think there were 4 redirects from him. There was a 0-second team pinch from the air to finish the game in 0 seconds on a tied game. Like, Climbers were playing phenomenally. They have such insane momentum. After what happened there, their mentals are going to be in the best condition they ever physically could be. They're going to be coming in with that 4-0 sweep. That's a lot of momentum. And I honestly think they're just going to jump into this game and they're just going to have fun. And a team that's having fun is scary.
So we've seen the number 2 team crash out, were the Jawlers, to the Climbers. Last night, the number 1 team did prevail in the end, despite the fact that the number 2 team fell out as well before the grand finals. And we have the potential here, Bromeo, of the number 3 of the grand finalists, the champion not being a first or second place team.
Well, truly so, and XP Climbers have fought their way hard to get up into this point. So even though DSQ finished out in a very hard-fought victory, you'll feel like the momentum is with XP. They've got the extra game in their pocket. They've played harder to be here, and certainly going by, both of the playoffs that we've just watched, XP were looking far more dominant. They were clinical. Everything that they were trying was paying off. And if we see more of what we saw in this playoff right now, I reckon DSQ are in for a tough time.
All right, so Bromeo, give us your prediction.
Yeah, from what I saw, I'm going to take XP. It's going to be close, game 7, so 4-3.
4-3-2?
XP.
And Lolanizer, what's your take on what's about to roll out here?
I think the momentum that's coming on the side of Climbers is undeniable. I think they're going to be taking this through 4-2. If Viola wants to take this, I want them to have a player shut down Climbers 24/7. Give them a sum total of a centimeter of space. Give them nothing more. Because the second you're giving them space, at the moment you give them space, it's a goal. Pretty much. They're playing phenomenally.
Well, you know what? I'm inclined to agree, and was thinking of a 4-2 for XP myself. I always get nervous about desk sweeps and how wise that is. But given their momentum, but look, I think like XP, XP seem to be getting better as with every game they've played. And it was similar in that last series. DSQ had a rough start, but man, they won 4 in a trot. So I think they have a lot of momentum going with them as well. But I think XP might just pip them. But Lolanizer, the Bromeo, I am going to put this grand finals in your capable hands. So here we are, the Rivals Grand Final for RSC Season 3. Gentlemen, take it away. Bring us a banger.
Oh, I'm excited for this one. Having been on the B stream this whole evening, I haven't been privy to what's been happening, and I didn't get to watch all of DSQ's game, so you'll be in a much better position to vouch for theirs. But honestly, XP's rise has been incredible, and led by Aoki, Durability, and No Maiden, they are playing incredibly well. So this is going to be our rival grand final. It is DSQ Viola versus XP Climbers. This is the rival grand final now, and I could not be more hyped for this. This is the mid-tier of tiers, but it is the most closely contested of tiers, Lolly.
Oh, definitely. I think I saw a few messages before about how close the entire tier is for Rival. I've heard that everyone, even the people sitting in the 10th spot, had the opportunity, if they just won or like swept one series, they had the opportunity to bring themselves into the playoffs. So that just shows just how close the Rivals are altogether. And then these two teams in particular, they played in week 9, and their week 9 was 2-2. So they are very even.
So having a look here at the teams quickly of Viola, it is iFlyAware, Amiru, Chaos, and Divine. And that is a formidable team indeed. And having a look at the chat vote quickly, it is climbing. So make sure to put your vote in. Remember, the biggest points for the top 3 at the very least get a free RSC t-shirt. And right now, it's 76% to Climbers. So the CSQ roster looks like they have got their work cut out for them.
Definitely they do. And I would just like to mention 69% win rate going towards DSQ throughout the season, Can't mention that, but yeah, I'm excited. I am very excited to see what goes on here in this grand final. As I mentioned, very tight. And so far the predictions, they do seem to be going to the side of Climbers. We've seen them. They are definitely living up to their name. They are climbing up this cliff. They are constantly, every step of the way, they're putting one hand after another, and they're just moving forwards, pushing through absolutely everything every team can put in front of them.
Well, let's quickly have a look at the roster that's been dominating this evening. It is No Maiden, Aoki, Ace, and Durability. We saw quite a bit from No Maiden and Durability in the goal-scoring stats, so I am sure we will see more from them now. And as we get ready for this game to get underway, XP had the death sweep, and Climbers certainly have the chat vote right now sitting at 63%. So DSQ fans in the chat, make yourself heard, because this is the grand final. That should make its way to 50% at least, because DSQ finished higher on the log. But as we vote it in, we are almost there. This is grand finals time. This is the last 2 games of Rival this season, Lolly.
Oh, yes, it is. And honestly, what a phenomenal way for us to be going through and ending off the season for the side of the Rival players. XP versus Viola, 2 phenomenal teams, extremely even matched. Here we go, game number 1.
Well, here we have it. It's Viola in purple, Climbers in gray. And very, very quick start from both. This is a best of 7, as all good finals should be. And early pressure by Aoki with a little bit of attack from air, but Amiru on the backboard makes the save. But Climbers putting some early pressure on. No Maiden going to try and get the shot saved off by iFlyAware. And here we go. High octane straight off the bat.
Very high octane indeed. The ball is going between 2 sides. That 50 was so flat, I don't even think the ball moved at all. Was a bit awkward though for Climbers just for a second. Fine, gonna keep it around. A-OK looking to bring the ball forward. Dura looking for some demos in the backline. Both teams, they're looking for opportunities. None of them have been just too convincing yet. But game one is that game where you're feeling out your opponents, trying to see what's going to happen. That's a bit of an awkward spot, but it will be kept away by Dura. Viola looking for a shot, will be kept away once again. Pressure is being put on by Viola. Climbers do, though. They do finally find a way out of defense.
Well, here we go. Climbers now going to try and mount an assault. They've been very good in the air this evening, mounting some very good attacks. Amiru with the drib there, looking very, very good. But Nomaden once again launching the aerial assault. He's going to try for the touch, gets the demo, can't get the ball quite there, but immediate pressure gets Aoki the first goal of the game. 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. It took just over a minute for that goal, and it was the demo by Nomaden that cleared it up, and what a fantastic one it was.
Definitely, we did see, at least all the way in series number 1, a lot of demos from Climbers, and they do benefit them quite a bit. Getting rid of a player always opens opportunities. iFly, beautiful shot, but Nomaden, he gets the phenomenal save, keeping the lead in the hands of the Climbers. Dura now looking to get a bit of a clear pass mid. Will be there for A-OK. Can't quite find it. Now Nomaden, just gonna take some time. I like that. Make sure that there's someone behind you before you go and hit that ball to the other side.
Well, here we go, hitting it to the other side indeed. Aoki playing the pass across. It could be a double attempt. Flattens it. Pancakes shot off, but couldn't get the touch. It's now Aoki on defense, and could that have been a killer? This might hit the crossbar, but iFlyAware is going to claim that goal and the equalizer for DSQ Viola. It is now one apiece in this grand final.
One apiece, very evenly matched. 3 minutes left on the clock. Both teams have what it takes to bring this through. Both of them have had pretty good pressure at certain points during the game, so I am definitely going to say this is going to be extremely close. Here comes Dura, looking for the shot straight through. Will be kept away by iFly. The ball lands up in Maiden's hand, looking for the redirect off the side wall. Does get it towards net, won't be convincing enough for it to go through. Now A-OK, beautiful shot coming through, kept away once again. Viola having to deal with quite a bit of pressure coming from the side of the Climbers, but that one will go back onto the side of Climbers half. They're looking for the opportunities. None of them have found, well, one of them have found their way through the net so far.
Well, it's been a bit of a midfield tussle for the last minute or so, but it is now iFlyAware with the touch. He gets the pressure into the middle. It's going to fall a little bit short, but Dura getting the touch across, but shot not coming there. And again, straight between the poles. Amiru 974 gets the lead for DSQ Viola. And an unfortunate mistouch means Aoki caught unprepared for that shot, but DSQ will take it all the same.
They will indeed. Beautiful shot, tapped it low, and the defender went for the pre-jump right into the air. Divine now. Dura was up on that. I'm pretty sure before Divine even got his touch. Nomaden there for the 50. Lands up in AOK's hands, but AOK doesn't have much boost. Looks like going to pinch through. Can't quite find it. Ball's going to hover around over the net. Could have been scary, but luckily, flip side of Climbers, no one from Viola was up to challenge that one. iFly, flip reset.
Well,
Can't
there we
quite
go.
get that.
Immediate pressure there applied by DSQ. We thought there could have been a flip reset attempt there, but Divine now playing the pass across, but cleared by Dura. And now could be a shot in. He goes for the bump, and I'm not sure if he got it, but that is the equalizer for XP Climbers. We're going to have a look at the replay here quickly as Dura bombs it in. Nomaden comes for the bump, and I think he gets it on iFlyAware. But all the same, the scores are now tie at 2 apiece.
Definitely, iFly was not quite aware of that bump coming through, though. Here comes Nomaden once again. Beautiful 50, lands up on the backboard. Looking to keep him a great touch to the backboard. Dura there for the shot. There it is. XP, they find the third goal. They bring the lead back into the hands of Climbers. And I think this lead has swapped between both teams, I think, now twice, right?
Well, swapping indeed. It doesn't matter. Climbers claiming that goal through durability. And right now they are playing with the confidence that they showed us in the playoffs. And both teams not afraid to score goals against some very tough opponents. So we'll see. It is now on DSQ Viola to respond in kind as Amiru with possession takes it low and tries to get the dribble. Shot might come off here, but double defense from Climbers sees it out. No Maiden now, gonna try and play it through to the corner, gets the reset, but doesn't get the touch. He's gonna try and take the shot off. No response there quickly as iFlyAware gets it out.
Jira now a little bit awkward, managed to get past one, but not quite. That touch gonna go onto the side of Divine. AOK, awkward. Jira trying to bail him out. Great bump from No Maiden. That one allows the space. Jira, whoa, that was almost disgusting, and it will be going through from AOK. I think that was a breezy flick into a bump. Absolute phenomenal play from Jira, but he managed to save it himself.
Absolute aggression from XP Climbers. Aoki's going to claim that goal, but Durability set that one up. Absolute blinder of a game Durability's been having. I've said it on the B stream already. He was prospect last season, and now he is in the Rival Grand Final, and just showing the pedigree of these players here tonight. The future superstars, if you will. Now Amiru trying to play a pass down here, but nobody to receive, so he'll take it again himself. But that's a good touch, and there we go. Divine responds, taking it in within 1 goal, 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, but also I think AOK might have had a bit of a DC. He's sitting there, didn't touch his controller for quite a few seconds there. We'll see if he's back just yet. But Viola, they might have the opportunity. There it is. Yeah, AOK, you will DC. Not sure what that means just yet. Game will be going on. iFly for this opportunity. Viola, this is sort of a message for them to try do what they can to bring themselves back into the series or this game.
They did call for a timeout earlier in the playoff. Aoki was struggling with his internet connection, so it seems like his demons might be following him into this grand final. And as Viola tries to get the response, XP will hold out for winning game number 1, and no sooner than they could, because Aoki is going to want to return as soon as possible. Jura coming out with the game MVP on 422 points and 2 goals, and that was defining. He was everywhere. He was influential.
He definitely was indeed. And you know, if Jura or AOK had gotten 1 less goal, that would have been an overtime there with a 3v2, which is not really a spot you want to be putting your teammates in.
Definitely not, especially not in this final series. And 7 goals between both teams in this final game means that defense is definitely not on the plate. But what is on the plate is a timeout as we attempt to get Aoki back into the game, because they will not want to miss Captain Courageous himself. So, Lolly, from what you've seen from this first game, how are things looking? Has your prediction changed at all? What are your feels?
I think the game's still looking a little bit in the favor of XP. They're not quite rolling as much as I saw them doing in their last series, but they're still playing really phenomenally. And I think the reason they're not rolling as much is that I've watched Viola. They're shutting down the plays before they are able to become extremely dangerous, which is really good. That allows them to be not in a constant danger zone that we saw the Order of Oaks in last series.
Well, definitely indeed. And we're having a look here in chat quickly, and both GMs, well, I can see Bruv, Critical Force, having a chat there, and Nations as well, GM of DSQ. So it is interesting to see the banter, and I love the community aspect of it. That DSQ Nations, the GM has made every single, appearance in chat when his team is playing, and that's absolutely fantastic to see. They're yet to take away some silverware from, last season. They finished twice, I think 3 times. So it has been a run of events leading up until now. So hopefully, Nations, I'm backing your boys to see if they can pull this one through, even though my prediction said XP. So hopefully we will see a return to action soon.
Definitely hope we do soon. Here we go. Game number 2. And it looks like we couldn't get AOK to be back in here, which is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how XP Climbers play here with their substitute player.
Well, it seems like the shot coming off immediately there, and Zamiru forced into defense and straight onto the attack. as a save to the side by No Maiden has put Climbers into a bit of a tricky situation as iFlyAware tries to get the touch across. But possession is changing hands faster than field domination at this point in time. As this shot's going to hit the backboard, they need to follow it up, but not getting the touch. But still, pressure remains. DSQ Viola applying even more of it. Amiri going to challenge into the corner, but it looks like XP are going to win out on this one.
For a while there, I saw Climbers. They had no boost, no Maiden. Big flip reset over, looking for the bump. Beautiful shot coming through, but Amiru had the read on lock. Here comes Costa. Big touch mid for Maiden. He will be there to touch back down. Shot coming through. There it is. Little pass play coming through between No Maiden and the substitute Costa. That is a very good sign for the side of XP Climbers.
That is indeed now. Costa is coming in as the sub, but substitute he is not, because scoring a goal in a final doesn't matter which position you play. Durability with possession now, air dribbling in, and can he get the touch? But iFlyAware with the clear and straight again, shot after shot. XP is looking to turn the screws.
Jura, beautiful touch into the backboard, will be kept away by iFly. The clear is good. Imuru looking to follow. Divine now taps it around, but it only finds its way into the hands of one of the XP players. Here comes Jura though. That team bump might not be fortunate, but iFly manages to get the possession. Big flick over No Maiden. There for the clear out. Now it's Divine. It's again taking possession. Climbers, they're hitting the balls away pretty hard and just giving possession to the side of Viola, which is making them a little bit awkward. Demo on the defensive line. I like that Jura took his time, and now there's a rule 1 on the teams. What?
Rule 1 needs to be respected, but I didn't see who it formed through, but it didn't last very long as a touchdown through to Durability as he's in the air, tries to redirect this in the corner, but another Demo, this time almost getting the shot off there as DSQ are looking to escape from their own half here. Durability got the touch through, he's going to chase it through, but No Maiden. Going to try for a double here. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. But DSQ are under a lot of pressure right now.
Viola almost found a good opportunity there. Now Costa just looking to clear past iFly, but the pressure is on immediately. Gets a great touch. Almost makes it a bit awkward. There comes Divine. Looking for more opportunities, will be kept away this time by Mr. Maiden. Amaru. Big touch to the backboard. No one there to follow. Little team pinch does get Climbers out of defense, at least just for a little bit. It's enough to allow them to get boost and get back into position. Here comes Viola once again. They're bringing the pressure back. They're looking for these opportunities time and time again. Sort of just a matter of time until Climbers crack on their defensive line.
Well, no cracks appearing so far. 2 minutes left in the game, but right now forcing themselves into attack. iFlyAware can get the touch, but Durability with the aerial save there. A little beat there by No Maiden, no boost, and now it is once again in the air for Durability to play it through forward. And iFlyAware getting bumped out of the way there. And this tussle in the midfield is what we need to see, because right now it is on tenterhooks. There is only one goal separating this Climber and Viola outfit, but Climbers need to hold on one now for the next 1 minute and 20 seconds. But shot coming through here, not being able to get it, and Climbers escape with that 1-0 lead.
That opportunity was so good for Viola, but they couldn't quite find it. iFly looking for another. Divine is on the left, but he can't quite go for that one. iFly will be back for a clear. That clear is not ideal. Jura gonna get possession. Big touch to the backboard. Divine will be there for the read. Beautiful job, kept around once again by Costa. Now it's Jura up for the shot. Can't quite find it. Climbers, they're putting on a lot of convincing opportunities here, but none of them are biting. Still keeping that 1 goal lead in the game. 1 goal is enough though to keep you going.
Right now, pressure upon pressure, and Costa, the substitute, playing it through, and now touchdown, couldn't get the double, and Amiru is going to try and escape this, but Waterfall down in front of the goal. A road touch there by one of the DSQ players means that XP climbs their lead into 2 goals here, as you see it rolling down. Unfortunate touch there by Divine. But it was a bump play there that secured that one through, so Climbers will claim it nonetheless.
Viola, they need some kickoff goals here to keep themselves through. That touch is a good opportunity. If they can find one soon, they would still be in this game. But there's not much time for a beautiful bump. Amaru, beautiful shot. What a save coming from Costa, though. Proving that maybe even though he's a sub, he still definitely has what it takes to play here in the grand finals.
Well, he's proving time and time again that he deserves to be here. Remember, it's not a 3-man game, it is a 4-man game, and it seems that this substitution might be inspired as that almost hits the floor, but no matter. XP claim game number 2 and sit in a very, very healthy lead going through now.
One thing to mention though is if this lead is starting to get taken away from XP, as in if DSQ start to get themselves a bit of momentum, it could be bad because XP no longer has a timeout in their hands that they could use later on in the series.
Well, it was a technical timeout. They still have a tactical timeout.
That's true.
But that said, I doubt they would want to use this at this point because right now, No Maiden coming away with the game MVP, 515 points, but coming through on goals, assists, and most importantly, saves, nullifying that DSQ attack. So if DSQ want to claw their way back into this game, they need to make sure they get it past the XP defense, and they've been forced into making some incredible saves this time around, Lolly.
They definitely have. There's been quite a lot of pressure from both sides. There were moments of the game where DSQ were pounding at that XP net and somehow the wall stayed solid in that goal. Nothing was getting through. XP, they had their pressure, but when they did, they were able to find just a couple cracks, just big enough to get that ball through and find opportunities.
Well, here we go. Going into game number 3, Climbers up on the 2 that preceded it. And immediately, Durability with a big challenge there. Shot off. And Costa getting that goal. Made it look so simple. But No Maiden during the work here pancaked that ball. And Costa with the follow-up. Immaculate. Getting Climbers that 1 goal almost off the kickoff.
4 minutes, 54 left. And Viola, they're put in a deficit once again. I think they're on 4 goals now, unanswered. Climbers, they're going to look to keep this going. No Maiden, great touch to the corner, will be kept away this time by iFly. Looking to bring that ball down, gets past 1, has the 2v1 with the opportunity with the pass to Amaru. Couldn't quite find it though. Now Divine will be dunked pretty much immediately by No Maiden. Dura on the pre-jump, can't quite find the shot though. iFly clearing it away, but Climbers, they're looking very confident once again. They're starting to show the flavors that we saw in the semifinals, and that's a very scary sight to see.
Indeed, they're playing with their tails up and with all the confidence that a team at this level is playing. As returned quickly, Amiru forced into the save there as No Maiden applying even more pressure upon this DSQ line. Durability ever present in the air to take it through, and DSQ are going to want to make something happen now. I fly away, trying to put it through, but Durability with the challenge from behind shows just how confident these boys are right now.
They definitely are. I like the pass play coming through there. Couldn't quite find it though. Maru, touchdown. Divine for the shot. Kept away this time by Costa. Dura, big pass forwards. Can't quite find its way to Costa though. Now iFly, trying to make a bit of a difference inside of DSQ. Can't get past too many. Big pinch coming from No Maiden. Dura up for that one. Maybe looking for another 2-man pass play in the air. Couldn't find it. Divine now trying to get past 1 defender. Can get through. Maybe the shot. There it is. iFly tying up the game once again.
Straight up on the response there. Divine trying to get the bump across there, and I think he gets it. But Dura not being able to make the save there means Viola are still in the game. They have leveled it up with 3 minutes 20 on the clock. And this is turning into a final. Divine with the kickoff, tries to get it straight across into the corner, but No Maiden makes sure there are no dice available there as this is pinched very fortuitously back into the DSQ line. It just feels the way that these Climbers are playing is that they could play against the master side right now. They are that confident.
Yeah, they definitely look around that level. Here comes Divine. An opportunity of zone. Will get dunked immediately. Showing confidence once again. That one might be bad though. Might be an open net. Beautiful bump. And finally, DSQ, they're finding themselves with the lead.
Well, confidence working against XP Climbers here as they get caught on the counter. Amiru making short work of the third man defense of Costa, ensuring that that goal goes through. Viola now leading with almost halfway through this game. And they're going to be feeling a little bit better about things, but not the way. No Maiden is in the air. He gets the shot off, but hits the crossbar. And you're going to feel Viola got out of jail there.
They definitely did. That could have been very, very scary. Here comes No Maiden, looking to get the ball a little bit forwards. Divine now touches the backboard, gets past one, looks for the double tap. Not able to get it through, though. iFly keeping it around. No Maiden gets a bit of possession, just trying to get past the offensive powerhouse as Viola. They're just constantly keeping the ball out of the hands. It will be Dura, though, tapping it forwards, looking for the sidewall. Can't quite find it. iFly keeping the pressure rolling. DSQ, they're not letting go of the ball, of the pressure just yet. Climbers finally find a way out of their half.
Well, DSQ going to try and mount one out of here as Costa caught a bit flat-feeted there as Amiru with possession, car on the top of his bonnet. And shot coming off here, hits the crossbar, but saved away by Costa. Now XP Climbers are forcing themselves into double commit saves. They are going to want to respond here because otherwise Viola going to claw their way back into the series as they currently lead the game 2-1. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Shot coming off here, but it looks like Divine handing off to iFlyaware is going to keep them out of trouble, even if it is just for now.
Definitely the opportunities for Climbers, they're there. The pressure right now is also, it's immense. It's packing on. Maybe the opportunity double whip high in the sky. No Maiden, line, Koska looking for the shot to Jura, can't quite find it. Very clear coming through. That's keeping DSQ safe. Just for a little bit, No Maiden going to turn it around. Gets past one. And the ball, though, will get a bit loose. Divine almost own goal, but the own goal turns into a pass play out to Koska. That is very unfortunate for DSQ.
Well, there we have it. Climbers clawing their way back into this game, hitting the rim there, and honestly, very, very tough there. But Costa coming away with a goal there. 1 minute left in this game now, and we might possibly see an overtime here. It is too early to call, though, but shot almost coming across. Jura will settle for that demo. It is heating up here. It is getting more aggressive. Amiru putting the shot off, couldn't get the touch, but Divine will be happy with that as he plays it down into the corner. Costa with a little bit of aerial acrobatics misses the touch there as iFlyaway passes it off to Divine, couldn't get the touch and cleared away.
Here comes Jura, looking for the opportunity of his own. Look for the shot, can't quite get it though. iFly clearing it away, looking to bring Viola back into the lead. And Maiden though takes really good control of that. We'll go out to Divine. Jura touch is a little bit awkward, but he manages to keep it around. Once again, Viola, they're keeping some pressure going. That pinch, though, is going to clear it away. One last opportunity, maybe, for a team to get a goal here. Otherwise, it will be sent into game number 3, overtime.
Well, here we go. iFlyaware trying to get the touch there, but as it hits the ground, you are correct, Lolly. This is game 3, overtime. And if it's going anyway, this might be a kick-off goal. But a little bit wide there. Costa plays the pass off. They just need to get a touch there, but Divine with the save. He's going to try and turn this into a counter as they handled this close. Amiru with possession tries to take the bump. And now, No Maiden in the air, as prolific as he's been. This might fall down in, and there we have it. It looks like XP have clawed this game away. They have climbed their way out of trouble. And as you see here, a most fortuitous of bounce means that durability seizes game number 3 for XP.
Not just seizes game number 3, he seizes sweep point. And that's not a spot you want to be in for DSQ. You have a lot of work ahead of yourselves to bring this through. This time, Costa, he takes the MVP. You know, he may be the sub, but he has been playing absolutely phenomenally.
Well, I hear that a tactical timeout has been called. And I'm assuming this is on the side of DSQ. They're going to want to regather, recoup, because this dominant showing from this last game, Costa coming out with the game MVP, scoring 2 goals, and very very importantly, making 2 saves. So this XP side playing with the confidence that we've seen this entire evening, and it doesn't look like they're about to be stopped just yet, but this tactical timeout, Lolly, could be the difference maker for this DSQ outfit.
It could be, but then you need to win 4 games back to back. And after what happened, I feel like Divine is probably in a bit of a state at the moment, because they had that game. They had the lead, and there were no more goals scored until overtime. But that one unfortunate touch meant that the side of the Climbers were able to bring themselves back in, and now there's no possibility for that to happen. Otherwise, you will be knocked out and be taking the second prize.
Well, we are on game point right now. XP can feel the game on the tip of their fingers. They just need to now reach out and grab it. So while DSQ is busy having their talk, trying to strategize a comeback from this position, XP are going to want to close out this game number 4 quickly. They want to get their hands on the trophy. They want to get their eye on the prize. It is incredibly close right now. Remember, both teams can secure some money still. They're both in the money currently, and as I have a look quickly at the prize pool, it looks like Rival in first place gets 2,700 Rand for their team. Second place gets 1,003. So no matter how they split it at this point, both teams are going to be at least walking away with something. So thanks again to Nixa for sponsoring this prize pool, the biggest yet we have seen. So as this timer ticks down, both teams are going to be looking at that prize pool and going, damn, we're really, really close. Bruv in chat is busy safeguarding his channel points. He's offering DSQ some McDonald's if they win, because his vote is in that way. And because remember, if you predict, you get a t-shirt if you're in the top 3 come the end of the season. So bruv, good on you trying to secure that bag, but we are almost back there, Lolly. And tell me now, if you're a DSQ, what would you do to make sure you can pull yourself back from this?
As a DSQ, you're in a bit of a spot. You need to make sure your mental's good, because that's one of the biggest issues. Mental game in Rocket League is real. And if your mental's not there, you're not completing a reverse sweep. So that's what I want to see them come through. With momentum, and with confidence and good vibes. And just give it what they've got. Otherwise, Climbers, they just need to keep doing what they're doing, and they might run away with the first place prize.
Well, right now it is match point for XP Climbers as Costa continuing to play instead of Aoki, as they have not resolved that, but shot coming across, hitting the crossbar, and XP signaling their intent early as Divine now trying to get the pass across, but durability reset in defense, and XP have looked comfortable for the most part as durability gets the touchdown through to Costa. The synergy is synergizing as Bumps coming across, durability trying to win the touch there, and now Divine on the attack. He tries to get the beat. No Maiden might get the counter here, but it's going to go wide.
Now look for the pass. There it is, Jura. I saw him waiting. I saw him lurking in that midfield for the opportunity. Amaru gets tap over one. The Maiden will keep it around for just a bit. Might be a bit awkward. I-5 for the shot, kept away. This time by No Maiden. He gets the boost. He gets the air. He gets the ceiling touch. Maybe the opportunity, the 50, is going to go in the favor of Jura. Looking for the pass mid. Will go out to Divine. There's a bit of double commit between Divine and I-5, but nothing bad comes of it just yet. That's a bit awkward. The Maiden will get a clear down the field. And both teams, they're looking for the opportunities, but neither of them slapping them into the back of the net just yet.
Well, right now, both teams are looking a little bit disjointed, and there we have it. No Maiden not being able to make the save means that DSQ claim the first goal of this game, as the shot comes off from Amiru, playing it behind No Maiden. That was a tricky shot to make. So DSQ now in the lead and 3 minutes 20 to go.
Greybeard has told us plenty times before, the final game of a sweep is usually the one, statistically, that teams end up losing. So will Climbers be losing this game, taking it out later, or will Viola somehow not find their way into the win here? And if they do, can they find themselves that full reverse sweep 4 games in a row?
Well, it looks like right now Durability pancaking it into the corner. Costa coming in flying, but no Maiden leaving it on the goal line. Amiru just needs to get the shot across, but Dura getting back in time for the shot, hits the crossbar now. Durability getting the touch above, forcing it loose, and no Maiden reclaiming as he tries to get the touch off, but Divine with the clear. And XP are turning its screws once again as they attempt to get this goal. They're translating field domination with XP playing the shot down, couldn't get there. Durability makes the shot and he gets there.
It's fitting that Dura gets the goal because I did see a message in chat earlier saying that Dura wants to get this in the sweep. 2 minutes left, tied game. It could go either way. Viola, they needed to go their way.
Well, they do indeed. If we want to see this all the way to a game 7, Divine being forced into a save. It's a little bit awkward on their line right now as XP keep their structure out back. This is going to fall to No Maiden, who's going to play it into the corner here as Divine reads it. But once again, I fly aware now with possession, trying to get the touch across, but Costa safe in defense so far. They're taking turns, taking this up against the wall and forced into a double commit here. This could be problems if they can't convert it, but No Maiden making sure it gets cleared as once again, DSQ find themselves on their side, forcing to attack from deep.
Maybe on their side, but they do get the ball up pretty quick, but it lands up in the hands of No Maiden. iFly. Great touch to the corner. Divine looking for the follow-up. I see a bit of a demo coming out in mid. That's good. It gets rid of Dura. It opens up that the defense side for Viola to escape, which they do. iFly. Not much biz, but the pass mid for Divine. Can't quite find it. Amaru now has to take time. Let his teammates get back to support him in the defense. He will manage to delay just enough time. Divine, not much boost. Has to get a clear. No Maiden touch the backboard. Maybe the double tap fakes out one. Costa for the shot. Can't quite find it. Now Dura. Sitting back, last man, hits the ball right back down to Viola, 54 seconds left on the clock. The game is still sitting 1 apiece, can definitely go either way.
Well, that double into XP Climbers has now changed the momentum a little bit as Amiru, playing from the back deep as he has been instrumental in this game as he takes possession once more, gets the beats, challenge for iFlyaware, plays it through. And now you're going to see Amiru off the ceiling, playing it back to Divine. They need a little bit of a touch, a little pass through, not finding anybody now. No Maiden off the ceiling once more. He's going to try and play the pass off to Durability, and very close there as DSQ survive another assault.
They do indeed. Divine, that 50 is really good. No Maiden stretches out just in time to get the touch before the Seeking player on Viola. The ball, though, still sitting in the side of Climbers, not quite in the safe spot yet. That touch will be put down, and we are sitting in game 4 overtime.
Overtime it is indeed, and this is the best opportunity that Viola has had to counter. They're going to want to clear this from their goal line, but No Maiden playing it down, forcing DSQ into a defensive position as iFlyaware puts it up against the backboard. But No Maiden missing the touch there could mean an assault here for iFlyaware, putting it through. Now it's going to hit the ceiling. First to get it is Durability, passing it off to Costa. That could be a goal. Hits the crossbar and he gets it. Durability making sure that they claim the bag in overtime. This is a sweep. This has been an imperious Climbers. Well played. They are your rivals champions.
They are indeed, and in such an amazing fashion as well. I mean, I think they swept the last 2 series they played, and they only lost 2 in the game before that. So out of the entire playoffs, they have won a total of 4, 8, 11 games, and they lost 2. That is a really good way to take this through.
An absolute barnstorming from XP, coming through the play-ins to face off against some very big favorites. So XP claiming some of their own silverware. The debut franchise finishes out in pole possession for this rival tier, as we'll see some of the replays coming from this game. And it wasn't all one-way traffic as the scoreline suggests, but XP just did enough to make sure that they got the prize.
Definitely, a lot of the games sat there very even. A lot of them were 1 or 2 goal differences, but XP consistently had the lead by the time that the gates closed for the game.
They did indeed, and as you watch some of these goals, what you'll notice is most of them were very well-constructed team plays, passing off the backboard down in front of the goal and just tapping them in. Unfortunate there from Divine knocking it in, but so many of these goals were constructed from just really good support and team play. So if there was a team to take it through tonight, it was XP all the way. So I know Aoki in his absence will be sad that he didn't get to see it through, but so proud for his team on claiming the silverware. This truly was a full-on team performance with Costa stepping into Aoki's shoes and making sure they shined.
Most definitely, and I mean, he was in there in every single play. A lot of the times he would be giving a pass, taking a pass, so he definitely sat there really well. But undeniably, no Maiden, he's coming through with the series MVP, well deserved. We've seen him going through both in the last series in the semifinals, and now he's been making a lot of opportunities for his team, and he's been finding the net multiple times.
Well done to No Maiden, proving pivotal, only scoring 1 goal of their 13, but claiming the series MVP for his defensive efforts and setting up the play. So, XP winning the sweep 4 games to 0, 13 goals to 6, 40 shots to 22, 16 saves to 14, and most of all, everything else was similar, so it shows a very hard fight up until the end. So commiserations must go to DSQ, but to hear us further here, Greybeard, welcome.
Wow, what a performance. And I'm trying to remember the previous 2 seasons, Bromeo, and I don't know if there was a team that came through play-ins all the way to grand final champions without dropping a single game. That is one hell of a performance.
It was indeed, and I think they did drop 1 or 2 games in the early. I don't think they swept all the way through.
Oh, of course. Sorry. You know what? I'm so high on what they've done. My team took 2 games from them. So the team that beat us were the champions. So there we go. I take a lot of heart in that. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, certainly in the semi-finals and the grand final, unbeaten, not dropping a game. Fabulous stuff. Now, I should, of course, now be interviewing Aoki. But for the second grand final in a row, we are plagued by power failure. So, gentlemen, thank you very much, Bromeo and Lolly, for your service tonight. No doubt we'll see more of you as the week progresses. But I am going to be interviewing Ace and or Da Costa. Same thing. And with the late notice, we couldn't get him on cam, so you'll just have to imagine what he looks like behind the avatar. So, Ace, outstanding. You pressed into duty as the sub, coming out victorious.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking. I didn't even know I was going to get subbed in. I was pretty lately notified. I got notified that Aoki was having some technical issues, so I had to come in.
Well, well, let's talk about your record. I mean, you guys did fantastically tonight. I'm glad to see that my team, the Jacks, at least gave you a bit of a run for the money, took you to the decider game. Yeah. But from there, it was an unbelievable performance. I don't know if there, in your mind, if there's a key to the success tonight, if there was one thing or if it was a combination of things.
Well, we did stick to mainly one strategy. Aoki and I know that we are both passive players, and we know that Maiden and Jura are both aggressive players. So we said that Aoki and I, whenever we are playing, we'll make sure to always try to stick as third man, while Maiden and Jura just cook the rest.
Just keep feeding the monster up front.
We just got to watch their backs, make sure that nothing goes in. Clean
All
up.
right. And then throughout the season, I mean, have you guys had lots of opportunity to scrim, to work on strategies as a team? How has the season gone from that point of view in terms of working together as a team?
Well, it just kind of clicked from the start. We were playing well, and then we realized there was a couple things that we could be working on. So honestly, I'm going to have to give credit to Kiri on this. She was helping us a lot with coaching sessions. She was the reason we played very well this tournament.
Outstanding. Well, I think Aoki must be feeling amazing, other than the fact that he's sitting in the dark, which is never a fun place to be.
Yeah.
But at least you guys have brought a bit of light to the scene. So, and then just what's your feeling about RSC, and how have you felt about being a part of the RSC and what it does in the region?
Well, I think RSC is very well built. When I first heard of this, it's my first time playing RSC. It's my first ever tournament type of thing doing in Rocket League. And when I first heard that it's a South African region, I wasn't expecting it to be this high of a quality, this well built RSC company that is I honestly compare it to RLCS quality. It is amazing. I'm very impressed.
Well, Daniel will be smiling at the back as the broadcaster, and Bromeo and Sean will be smiling because those sorts of statements makes the tough days just a little bit better, because it can be quite tense and behind the scenes.
Yeah.
All right. So and what are your plans from here? I mean, will we see you next season? Will we see? Are you looking to head on to Elite and the rest of the team? What have your discussions been around that?
Well, I know for sure Maiden and Jura are definitely going to make it to Elite next season. They were playing like absolute champions this season. I was very lucky to be able to get put in a team with them. As for me, I don't think I'll be able to make it to Elite next season. So I might be able to play for the second season of Rival. Maybe you'll see me then again. I will try to bring as good of a performance I brought this time. But honestly, it was definitely because of my teammates that we did play well.
Fantastic. Well, massive congratulations. Outstanding work. I mean, to take a semi-final, 2 best of 7s in a sweep is no mean feat. And you guys have done incredibly well. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I'm sure they're very happy as well.
All right, well, go and chat with your teammates. You can go and celebrate. Last thing, any last words, any shout out you want to give before you head off?
I do want to say thank you. This is going to be a very weird shout out. I want to say thank you to Jezza. Jezza did help me a lot with comms at the start of the season, and he did bring me up to standard with how the whole RSC thing works and how to join different stuff to be with your team and how to go in different servers, because I wasn't very good at that at the start. Jezza did help me to manage my time. And there was, his name was Okianos. He did help me with captaining my first team. He did help me a lot because he was a captain in his previous teams. Also, I'm pretty sure this is already known, but Maiden and Jura, you guys carried this tournament to the very end. You guys played so well. There's so much clips that we're going to have to go through together as a team. And Aoki, you did so well. I started at the beginning, you took over in the beginning, and then thank you for letting me finish that off. It was an amazing tournament.
Fantastic. Well, there you go. Great shout out. And once again, congrats. Go and enjoy the victory, and no doubt we'll see more of you. And thanks for coming in on the interview.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I'll see you guys.
Cheers, Ace. And there you have it. Our rival champions for 2024 RSC Season 3 are the XP Climbers. And XP getting their first out in RSC, first season out, and they get a victory, a championship. But also a big shout out to second place DSQ Viola. They had a wonderful season. They performed magnificently throughout, and they'll of course be disappointed with their loss here. But they have to be proud of an outstanding season. And there we go. We are now halfway through the playoffs. We've had Prospect, we've had Rival. Tomorrow we move on to Elite, and then on Thursday, the Master. Bruv from Critical Force will be doing the B stream tomorrow. We'll make sure to have the link when we go live. So he'll be taking care of our B stream tomorrow for Elite. But we will be back again tomorrow, 6:45, for the rival play-ins and playoffs. And that brings us to the end of the night. We're, of course, once again, we got to shout out our amazing sponsors of Nexa and Genesis Extreme for helping to make the season as good as it has been so far and will be, as you've heard from multiple players and just from Ace in his interview. And then the t-shirt, we will put out links tomorrow as well. Order your t-shirt by the end of Friday so we can go to print on that. And that will wrap it up tonight. Thank you very much to Rhino for handling the B stream, and Bromeo, who got pressed into duty. He did three series on the trot as a caster. That's tough on the voice, so well done to him. And then, of course, Lolanizer, Muzz, and Deploy, Daniel, and our admins, Silver adminning on the B stream, Heinz adminning all our games throughout playoffs here on the main stream. And our observer, we had an observer tonight. I'm not sure if you noticed how good things were looking in game. S Falcon is now an observer and getting his feet wet out there tonight. So a big shout out to him. And that will wrap it up from us. We will see you again tomorrow night, 7:15, right here. Peace.
And what a shot from Kirika, taking that off the ceiling, underneath the ball, and straight down the middle.
Oh, there it is, out of the blue.
2 seconds left on the clock and the Joker finds something out of nothing.
Now, that pass from Shadow was immaculate, playing it straight down center. He just had to get a touch, and it's all he needed.
Sonic has a chance, it's an open net if he sees it. Looking for the shot downfield, goes into the corner, Kilogram! He gets the goal!
They're just in front of the net. Nuke barely keeps it out there, dies on the goal line. The long shot, it finds it through. Into Z, gonna pick it up.